Do something bright. No.
Not me, not today.
Alright, so we are recording video, we are recording audio.
I am recording audio, so that's good. I'm ready to stream.
Ready?
I'm ready to get the hell out of this prison.
I'm really happy we weren't streaming when I said that.
Oh man, I wish I had hit stream.
I wish we were.
I mean, there's a little bonus content for y'all out there.
Bonus content.
Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We are streaming.
No good of themselves shall a listener hear speak of the devil, and she shall appear. Live from Portland, Oregon, and Belfast, Northern Ireland, this is Speak of the Devil, a new live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live play brought to you by Infinity Break. We're telling stories our own way. The show is broadcast live right here on twitch.tv/InfinityBreakGaming and infinitybreak.net/SOTD. We encourage you all to participate in the adventure by talking with each other about the show. We'll be paying attention to the story for the most part, obviously, but I'll keep, well, not me, but somebody will keep an eye on the chat room from time to time. Before we get started, if you could take the time to share a link around to help spread the word so more people can join us on our devilish adventure, we appreciate your support. Without further ado, I bring you Speak of the Devil. If I can get up my notes.
I realize someone probably should be looking at the Twitch chat, eh?
Yeah, that should be someone's job.
It's all of our job now.
Yeah.
No,
man,
like,
I missed
seriously.
Ben already.
No, like
yeah.
seriously.
Also, if you haven't noticed, we are down a Ben Hamlin this week because Ben wasn't feeling super good. Everybody wish Ben well.
Turn off the sound for that.
Yeah.
Not all the sound, just the sound for that.
So we left the party last week in the jail at the south of town. They lost a good friend, Forehorn, who was killed by the devil. They infiltrated the jail. They met the big bad devil, and they killed its giant-ass sutured fiend while the resistance troops attacked to the south. They are still in the jail. The sutured fiend has just hit the ground, its eyes still smoking from the holy flames that the doctor summoned into its skull. And a beat-to-shit resistance ranger runs in from the other side of the prison, completely out of breath. We killed the golem. The rest, illusion. The troops, illusion, town. And he starts just pointing towards the town. The doctor goes over to him and completes a healing spell. And the ranger sort of like snaps out of it. The bulk of the troops were an illusion. They're attacking the town. We've got men who are injured. And the doctor looks and, in a Scottish accent that I can't do, in Scottish says, I'll handle the injured, you take care of the town. And he runs off with that ranger.
To the town, then.
Well, I could have used a healing spell from
Yeah,
him before. Alright, I guess we're heading back to the
I don't know
town.
how many spell slots he has, but he does his bald head healing thing on you guys, and so I don't have his character sheet, but you each heal 12.
Ooh, fancy.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's better than almost dead.
Derek
And then he leaves.
Derek looks great. He's still... he doesn't even have any dirt on his face. He doesn't...
Dareth, just
also
unexpectedly the most attractive.
Yeah.
Also, Andrew, your hair looks like actually really good today in real life. I meant to compliment you before we started streaming, but now it's archived forever.
Can we name the episode that? Dareth, just unexpectedly the most attractive one.
Yes, I feel like we should just name it Unexpectedly the Most Attractive One.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, you really have to keep it a mystery.
Yeah. You have to
Who is
listen
the
to the
most
episode to
attractive
find out
one?
who it is.
So we take off towards the town, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to go through that valley where you ambushed the wagon earlier on. And as soon as you crest the second hill to where the town comes into view, you are horrified to see that many of the buildings are on fire. You can see, since the buildings are all very low, the two remaining flesh golems are just like pounding their giant like mallet-shaped fists into the ground. You see arrows breaking against them, Molotov cocktails being thrown at them, and like parts of them are also on fire. You can hear screams, calls of command to attack, and you can see like even like near the tavern, you can even see chairs being flung at these golems. Overhead, you see a Manticore flying and occasionally dipping and grabbing handfuls of people, soaring back up and just dropping them.
What kind of hellhole do you have us playing in, Johnny? Do we still have the water gun thing?
You should have it.
What? Since when did I have it?
I'm pretty sure we gave it to Tordek.
Did we give it to Tordek? Johnny, did we give it to Tordek?
I gave it to somebody.
It was Tordek.
I don't remember that at all.
It seems like pretty unanimous that it's Tordek. So Tordek,
Okay.
you have
do we
You've got
have
a water gun.
stats on that?
Unanimous in that I said.
So the only person in the party who knows anywhere near how that thing functions gets a headache when he thinks about it. So you don't have stats on it. I have stats on it.
You just
Well.
point it and pull the trigger.
Well, I mean, I am trained at crossbows.
You're proficient in crossbows, which I gave you proficiency in that weapon, but you don't know how it works until you try it. And I believe you have 3 vials of holy water.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'll at least give you that you vaguely understand how the vial like screws into the top of it.
Okay. Well, I guess we gotta get a little closer. We're like kind of far away still, I'm assuming, right?
Still.
Yeah, you just crested the hill, so you have like the view of the whole town.
Okay.
So we're like on the edge of town, or do we still have to go through the valley thing?
You're on the other side of the valley thing, so you're pretty much at the edge of town. So wherever you decide to go, you can just go there in town. There, you don't have like 20 minutes of walking left or anything like that.
All right. Where does it look like the majority of the resistance is gathered? Like,
so you can't see a lot of like ground troops because of the buildings.
we can see.
But we
can see where
you
the
can see where
arrows are going, right?
Oh yeah, you can see where the golems are, and
Yeah.
you can see a lot of rangers sprinkled around on rooftops shooting arrows at the golems. One golem is right next to the castle in the middle of town, and the other, or like towards the middle-ish of town, and the other golem is in the actual town square, so they're not incredibly far apart.
Okay, and
you are on the side. Oh no, never mind.
And they are on buildings.
The rangers are on buildings. The golems are just taller
pounding
than
the
buildings.
ground.
Yep.
Okay. We should get close to those.
We should kill the golems.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere specific we should start first, or are we thinking the...
Just the one that's closer?
don't you think we should go back to the headquarters maybe and see if that's where people are starting the siege?
I think that we should get rid of the golems, since they seem to be taking a bunch of resources away from whatever the real important fight is.
All right.
But that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just unable to do anything except sword at the moment.
That's cool, I'm pretty spent too.
Yeah.
But let's do this.
I mean, it's not like we're going to be able to go back to the headquarters and take a rest or anything.
No,
so
no,
it's not going to fucking change
Take a nap
anything.
for an hour.
That is. Yeah, we'll just chill. You know, it's like.
No, I killed a big thing. I need a nap. Thank you.
Yeah, no, guys.
On our way back through the valley, we'll set up a little campsite.
No, that is not what I was suggesting. I was thinking maybe the council has some resources for us or something. I don't know. Unlikely.
Well, we should definitely focus on protecting that area, protecting the headquarters, if they are under attack.
All right. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm leaving it up to you two.
What? No, you don't get to, like, come out of this decision. You can't leave me with him.
What's that?
No.
I'm playing the averages here. You might come up with a horrible idea or a great idea, and I trust you. So...
What's your idea?
Well, I was thinking that we might want to head to the headquarters first because it could be under attack and they're kind of important. But also we could just start attacking them.
What does Pippin think?
What does Pippin think? I
Well,
look at Pippin.
Everyone look at Pippin.
Just wants to eat something, probably.
Oh, he probably shouldn't eat the flesh.
Oh no, he's not gonna eat the flesh golems. He's not that dumb. He's like really dumb, but he's not quite that dumb.
No, I don't think he's gonna eat pseudo rotten
He really
flesh.
likes
He'll take out a goblin. Oh yeah.
He really likes bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the flesh golems have like no goblin meat in them, so he like doesn't recognize them as food.
I think that we should. Well, I guess I'm like outweighed, aren't I?
No, because it's just me.
Oh. All
Yeah,
right.
it's really you two. I'm gonna go a little bit more chaotic than usual today. And just be all like, all right, what do you two think?
Are you chaotic neutral?
Because I'm fucking spent.
I'm
I'm chaotic goodish.
Goodish.
It's literally written in my sheet for the past like 8 months.
Has
The
it been that
purple is
long?
good-ish.
Okay, well, I mean, I think that we should get the flesh golems because...
Okay, Terra takes off towards the flesh.
Oh, okay. Glad I didn't have to explain that at all.
All right.
Let's go.
So we're rendering assistance to a fight already in progress.
Yeah, the closer of the two flesh golems is the one in the city square, so that's going to be right next to the tavern.
Okay.
Sweet. This makes
Um,
sense.
We charge.
So as you're running through town, you're taking the most direct route. I'm assuming you're not like stealthing or...
No, at this point.
It's
Stealth in the middle of
the
a
whole town is in a
citywide battle.
Like,
Yeah, cool, excellent. So you turn a corner and you like can see the opening of the town square off in the distance. Between you and there are 4 bugbears engaged in a melee with 4 rangers, and on your side of this engagement is the rangers, and you see 2 hobgoblins setting up on either roof that have not seen you yet on your side, trying to flank them from behind with arrows.
Can we get to the top of those buildings in a relatively reasonable fashion?
I got it.
You don't see an easy way up there, but acrobatics checks have been known to do miraculous things.
How far are they within 120 feet each of them?
They are within 60 feet of you.
Cool.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
I would put them at 50 on the nose.
Somebody blast them.
yeah, let's just get... Do you got spells left or whatever?
Not really, but I can always Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, just do that.
Also, if everyone would roll an initiative roll, that I'm just going to roll through this with.
15.
12.
Oh, there's my pen.
And Tordek.
Tordek is 11 and Pippin is 12.
Nice. Pippin actually did good on initiative for once. So that is
Pippin
Dareth,
took the initiative.
Vermal, Pippin, Tordek. And I was a jerk and didn't prepare. Hold on.
What a jerk.
I've been meaning to say something after all these years of knowing Johnny. But it's just never come up.
You know, this is the perfect opportunity to
Yeah,
get it
right
all
now.
out
Okay, let's just
there.
air some
Yeah,
dirty
good thing we're recording.
Yeah, now is the time.
It's saved for posterity's sake, and so next time you get into an argument with Johnny, you can just go back and be like, see?
Actually, there's this one time. If you go back to episode 8,
Unexpectedly.
no, all you'll have to do is, hey, Johnny, you remember episode 8? And I'll be like, yeah.
yeah. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, just for our listeners, this is going to be a lot of theater of the mind, so or watchers, a lot of theater of the mind, so you're going to enjoy our like faces more than miniatures today. Cool. So we've got that, and the enemies rolled lower than you did. So yeah, Dareth, you're up.
Cool. I want to run in and shoot an Eldritch Blast at each of the Oh shit! My hand goes in front.
You want to shoot an Eldritch Blast right
Right
there.
there.
Do you see where I am pointing?
I want to shoot an Eldritch Blast at each of them.
It's really nice that with a careless just movement of Andrew's hand, he could block our entire faces.
Yeah.
I love it. Typical Dareth.
So yeah, one at each of the hobgoblins that are setting up on the roofs.
Cool.
Shit. I got a unnatural 20
Nice.
and
That hits.
a natural 26.
That hits.
Cool.
A natural 26.
That would be-
Weird. I don't believe you. I know it's strange that I would say that, but
so that would be 9 force damage to the first guy and 8 to the second guy, and I also want to push him back 10 feet.
so those two blasts each nearly kill the hobgoblins, and they go flying and hit the ground, and you just hear like "Bleh"
Nice.
from each of them
Weed.
in chorus.
In chorus.
All right, took care of them.
In stereo. All right, good job.
And that's my turn.
There are still bugbears though, right?
And then I just like turn back to the two of you and like
You're
they're
like,
taken care of. Now the bugbears.
nice.
So that's 2 of 4 hobgoblins.
Oh shit!
Wait, there are more
I lied.
hobgoblins?
No,
There's
actually, I'm pretty
two-
sure that Dareth sticks by that. I did it!
He only saw the two.
This way. So there's 2 on each roof, and then now there is 2 on one roof.
Got it.
That's annoying.
So it is Vermal's turn.
Is there anything within 30 feet that I can hit?
You could move within 30 feet of those guys.
How far away are they? The
So
bugbears.
the ones on the the bugbears
Yeah.
are about they're 80 feet away from you, so you could not make it. You could full dash and you'd be like within 20 feet of them next turn.
Where are the rangers?
The rangers are between you and the bugbears.
Okay, but they're
So
like
they're, like,
right
they're
next to the
actively-
bugbears.
Yeah, they are actively engaged in melee combat.
Okay, and you said that the hobgoblins are within...
They are exactly 50 feet away and about 15 feet off the ground because they're on a roof.
Uh-huh. All right, I'm gonna move 30 feet towards the rangers then,
Cool.
and I'm gonna hold there.
Cool. You can take a full like dash action and you move 60 feet.
I'll do that. I'll be within 20 feet of bugbears. That's okay. Yeah.
Cool. So you're within 20 feet of the bugbears.
Yes.
And that's your turn. Pippin.
Moves toward the bugbears.
Cool. Same as actually Pippin's movement is like 40, 45, right?
40.
So he could full dash and contact a bugbear.
That charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd charge that motherfucker.
Alright, cool, let's do that.
Cool.
Does he have a knock him on the ground sort of charge thing?
Yeah, he has a charge. Like it's yeah, it's target takes an extra d6 of damage and must succeed a DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Nice.
That was a good roll. That was a 19 for 6 damage.
Nice.
Did-
It makes its save, but it
I
takes 6 damage.
It is a bugbear.
Yeah.
But it's a Pippin.
I know, but it's a pretty low strength savings though.
Tordek.
how close am I to the hobgoblins?
You are 50 feet from the hobgoblins.
Okay. Let's make a Alright, I'm going to use I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on one of them as my bonus action, and then just use my reciprocal axe to cut the guy down.
Cool.
10?
That does not hit.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Your reciprocal hand axe whooshes past, spinning in the air, and it goes for a little bit and then just poofs back into its holster.
Poof.
You got some real distance on that, though.
It's really handy.
This were a contest.
All right. It is the enemy's turn. They are going to attack those rangers. So all 4 bugbears make contact. One of the rangers dies.
No.
And then there's the hobgoblin. And the hobgoblin, watching its friend, like, there's 2 hobgoblins. Yeah, both hobgoblins, like, after the axe sort of, like, flies in between them, they sort of go, like, whoa! And, like, just let their arrows go and miss wildly. Dareth.
Okay, I am going to shoot the 2 hobgoblins still up on the roof. Oof, that was almost bad. So first one is a 10.
And you get bonus on one of them from Hunter's Mark, yeah?
I think that's only for you.
Yeah, I
isn't
think
it?
that's only for me.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll take it though.
For some reason, I thought Hunter's Mark affected the whole party.
I don't think so. It just says
Nope.
you.
Oh, all right.
No, similar to your hex.
Well, my hex does the disadvantage affects the whole. Well,
that's right.
affects the enemy, I guess. So first
Cool.
one's a 10, which I'm guessing doesn't hit. But the
Nope.
second one is going to be a 23.
That does hit.
Okay, that'll be 12 force damage, and I want to send him flying as well.
Cool. You are greeted with a similarly, or actually, you said 12 damage?
Yeah.
So you hit that hobgoblin, like, direct in the back, and it, like, you see it's, like, slowly disintegrating spine for a second, and it just slumps over, like, its, like, limp body just sort of goes flying, and you are robbed of the satisfying hit the ground groan noise.
I guess that'll do. That wasn't quite what I was going for, but...
It's more of a dull thud.
I will move... Actually, no, I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay right there.
You just, meh,
Like,
meh.
nah.
Wait a minute. I could do better.
I don't need to get to
I do that in real life, so.
Vermal.
Cool. So I'm within 20 feet of the bugbears, and I would like to... What is it? I would like to see if I can perceive which is the weakest of the 4 bugbears at this point.
Yeah.
Like, who seems to be the most damaged?
The Rangers, being smart motherfuckers, seem to be concentrating on one of them. And so, like, the other 3 bugbears are trying to close ranks around him unsuccessfully to, like, protect him. But it is the one... Pippin hit the one, like, center right, and the center left one is the one that looks the most beat up. So those are the 2 that actually have visible damage.
All right. Okay, so the Rangers are ganging up on one of them for some reason?
Yep.
Do I have
You know, in
any...
an RPG, you just want to, like, take down one enemy at a time.
Yeah.
focus fire.
Well, it is good to concentrate. I'd like to close that gap and attack that one.
Cool.
And I'm going to do that with two-handed, two-swipe. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm inspired to re-roll that. So that's one inspiration down. Okay, so that was a 12.
That does not hit.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter what the damage is on that one. Get rid of my inspiration. And I'm going to try that again. That's even less.
Oh.
Yeah, Vermal's been having a great past 3 weeks.
Yeah, for real. And is this is a new D20 today too?
No, I
right?
haven't even used it yet.
Use
Oh,
it.
we should definitely.
That's probably
Yeah, use the new D20, man.
All right.
Your old one's probably jealous because you got the new D20, so it's rolling
don't
back.
be don't be like that.
They are
Because I
fun
really
creatures.
like Golgari, I'll even give you like one roll on it just right now.
Okay, I'll do it right now.
See? So much better.
Holy shit. All right, so that was a 17, which would make
That hits.
Well, that's a 17 before I add anything to it.
Yeah, that extremely hits.
Yeah, okay, so that's a 22, and it's for
Nice.
9 damage.
Excellent.
Well, actually,
You
no, it's
charge
11
in.
damage. Sorry.
Oh shit, keeps going up.
You swing with two hands, and it like ducks out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And while it's ducked, you use the opportunity to just come like straight down on it, and like
Efficient.
you see like your sword makes contact, and you just see the thing sort of go limp in like a crouched position, and so it just sort of stays there.
Did I behead it?
No, like straight down, it's like back.
So
Sick.
you're basically just holding it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like
Pippin.
that.
Oh, it's Pippin's turn. I guess he just bores the one that he's closest to.
Nice.
Mhm.
Classic Pippin.
Classic Pippin. That was 11.
That does not hit.
Classic Pippin, just not doing
Oh.
anything. Woo!
He's there. though.
He's hungry. Leave him alone.
he's
Uh,
angry.
Cool. Tordek.
I'm gonna move closer. Wait, do we still have a hobgoblin that's alive, or are they both dead?
We have one living hobgoblin.
Alright. So I will put my hunter's mark on that dude, and reciprocal. Well, fuck my life up. That was an 11.
This time your axe embeds itself on the roof, like right between the hobgoblin's legs, and then poofs back.
Cool. That's my turn.
All right, the enemy turn. We've got 3 bugbears left.
Did one of them die?
Yeah,
One of them did die. You killed it.
Oh, I didn't get that part. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I said it like crouch to dodge, and you bring your sword down on it like overhead and make contact, and it just goes limp.
Oh,
And it
okay.
is like forever crouching because it's dead.
It is forever limp.
I like to think you like stabbed all the way through and you're like sort of stabbed into the ground, and so it's just like stuck there in the same position.
Well, there's been a few
Yeah.
times where Vermal has like completely gutted somebody, and they're like, "No, I'm gonna hit you for another 25 damage." So I'm just like, I don't assume that I have killed anything until I know it is dead.
Yeah, no, it's dead. It goes limp is usually my verbiage for
Yes.
it is dead.
Good.
So 2 bugbears make contact. The hobgoblin misses, and the other bugbear misses. So you notice that one of the remaining rangers is like pretty critically injured, but is still standing. And Gareth.
Alright, I'm just going to aim both of my Eldritch Blasts at the one hobgoblin to make sure I hit him.
Cool.
And that would be a 19 and a 25.
Those both hit.
He is going to take 21 force damage.
Um,
Whoops.
the body of this hobgoblin would have flown off the roof if there was anything left of it. But after both Eldritch Blasts hit, all that's left is like a little bit of like pink smoke or green smoke.
Well, can I knock? Is there like any sort of pink mist from him or something? Can I just push that back 20 feet?
I push
the
particles.
little itty bitty bits of like bone that remain go flying 20 feet.
Nice. Someone else on the other side of this building just had a bad day.
Oh yeah, that's what's gonna make them have a bad day. The entire city's on fire, but sure, you know. He's like,
Actually, it was really cold, so this fire is nice. Oh, what is this?
ew, gross.
This day is terrible now. Only just now in this moment. Vermal.
Sweet. Where's the next closest bugbear?
I mean, you're like in melee, so they're all like right on top of you. You can hit the one that Pippin is attacking is within 5 feet of you, and the far left one is within 5 feet of you.
I'm gonna help Pippin because Pippin's awesome.
Oh, you're helping Pippin. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right. Sick. So that would be a very unnatural 24.
Nice, that hits.
For 6 damage. Followed by a 21.
Yeah. I like your new dice.
For 8 damage. The Golgari have never let me down.
You need a set of those, apparently.
You slash at the bugbear, and like just directly across the chest once, and it reels back, and you use the opening to slash in the other direction, and with an X on its chest gushing blood, it just falls backwards to the ground.
It's pretty badass.
You used limit break cross slash.
I noticed. Oh, how's that for some strife?
And like you can hear one of the very exhausted rangers just go, nice.
Yes.
Pippin.
Is the one that Pippin's been attacking still alive, or is he dead?
No, that is the one that Vermal just killed.
Cool. That's right. We just talked about that. So
He used cross slash. She used cross slash.
Attacks the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that was so much better.
Yay, Pippin.
22 for 6 damage.
Cool. Pippin gores his tusk into the bugbear's calf, which is his signature move.
It really is.
Can't get much higher
Tordek.
than that.
Just like
Yeah, I mean,
the
that's what he's
Achilles
got.
heel all the time. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good move.
Tordek moves the hunter's mark to the bugbear, and moves close enough that they're in range. So.
Yeah, your movement's what? 30
25.
feet?
25.
25 feet, and your range for that is 60. So yeah, that's within range.
Okay. And then attacks the one that's hunter's marked, which I'm gonna just say is the one that Pippin just attacked.
Yep.
That was so much better. 23 for
Fuck yeah.
6 damage. No, 6
Nice.
damage and 9 damage.
Nice. All right, it is the enemy's turn. The one bugbear is going to attack Pippin instead of the rangers, and the other one is going to attack Vermal because they have now recognized that you are the much bigger threats.
They have established a threat.
And they miss the shit out of both of you.
Are they dead? Did they kill you?
Did they kill themselves? Did they just commit seppuku? They're like, nope, it's over.
No, not natural ones, just like a 7 and a 10. So like
That's pretty okay. I'm all right with that.
Yeah. You just parry their blows professionally, And Pippin, like, because his tusk is bored into the one's calf, every time it tries to, like, turn around to attack him, like, Pippin just, like, follows behind, like, stays behind it. So it's he's, like, cartoonishly chasing his tail.
Oh, that'd be a painful tail to chase.
Yeah, he's not stoked about it. Cool. Dareth.
I'm going to start casually walking towards them. And Eldritch Blast one of the bugbears. Do both of them on him.
The one that's already damaged or the untouched one?
It doesn't matter because neither of these hit.
Cool.
So first one is a 12.
That doesn't hit.
The second one is a natural one.
Ooh,
No,
fun.
you weren't supposed to say anything.
So you launch both of your Eldritch Blasts, and I'm going to say for my narration purposes, it was one at each. And one just wildly misses and hits like a rooftop, which like catches on fire a little bit. And then the other one hits a ranger in the back for how much damage did you roll?
It would be 12.
You kill one of the rangers.
Oh,
It's the ranger that was hurt.
Oh.
I was hoping it would like fire through the town, and somewhere the doctor is on the far side of town and just gets hit by
That would have been better.
What the hell?
God damn it.
Oh.
Terra.
Whoops.
Vermal, it's your turn.
Oh, God. So we're down a fucking ranger.
This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you're down
Alright.
to 2 rangers.
Okay. I'm going after the bugbear that hasn't been hit for some reason. I was like, that's not fair. There's enough to go around. Okay. Let's go with a unnatural 23. It's very unnatural. Followed by 8 damage.
Nice.
And then... yeah, that's going to be a 13.
That does not hit.
That makes me a sad panda, but I'll get over it.
That's still a much better dice.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that.
Pippin.
He's gonna attack the guy he's attacking.
Nice.
Oh, Pippin. I like that part.
17
That hits.
for 3 damage.
Cool. Tordek.
Tordek will attack that one because that one is hunter's marked. Reciprocal first, and then the other just a regular hand axe afterward.
Cool.
I got a 19 on that reciprocal.
Boom.
So that's 4, 7, 12.
Nice.
And then for the regular, that was not a hit.
All right. You throw both of your axes in quick succession, and the reciprocal just buries itself right between the bugbear's eyes, like in its forehead, and it falls backwards, and the other follow-up axe just like would have hit, but the thing fell over because it died.
There we go.
Nice.
And it is the enemy's turn. And there's just the one left, and it's attacking Vermal, and that hits for 10 damage.
Okay.
He brings his club down just like directly on top of your head.
I don't like that.
And Dareth.
Dareth is going to try to do better this time. I'm going to try to dual Eldritch Blast the bugbear that is still alive. And not my friends.
Oh, I don't like that
Did
face.
you?
That's a bad
No,
face. Why did you do that?
didn't.
Okay, first one is a 12.
That does not hit.
Second one is a natural 1.
You gotta be
I'm going to switch
fucking
that
kidding
die out,
me.
because that's the same fucking die.
Do you want to borrow a
Did you
D20?
even roll it
Because I've got
enough?
one
Did you
that
like
works
move
now.
it enough? Did you just drop it right back
I
down?
went like that. You
Did
saw
you?
it.
I
You
did
saw
not
it.
see it.
Oh, well.
Dareth,
You
I'm going to
will
give you a
see it.
choice.
Okay.
Ranger, Tordek, or Pippin.
We're gonna go with the ranger. That's not even a choice.
How much damage do you do?
I do 8.
You hit the ranger in the back, and he turns around like, "What the fuck, man?
At least he's alive.
Sorry.
You killed Greg, and now this? Whose side are you on?"
I'm on your
And
side.
then he turns to turns to Tordek. Whose side is he on?
You know, that's a real good question, but I think at the moment it's ours.
At the moment, I am not reassured by that.
We're just gonna switch that die out now.
Vermal.
Wait, so Greg died?
Greg is dead. I mean, Greg has been dead.
Yeah, Greg's been dead for like 4 turns. Yeah, really, this guy should get over it.
It's been like 4 turns.
It's like a minute and a half.
No, it's not. It's like 20 seconds.
No, he should get over it.
24 seconds. It's been 24
Like,
seconds.
Verbal's getting
Get over
cold.
it.
Apparently.
Seriously.
I've seen some shit.
So have we all.
Yeah, but I'm different. How fucked up is that last bugbear looking?
P fucked up.
P fucked up?
P fucked up.
You know, I'm hoping this turns out the way that I want it to. But I'm going to do my two-handed as per usual. Alright, that's going to be a 19.
That hits.
For 6 damage. And... Ooh! That's going to be a 24 for 7 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. You bring down your sword in a cross slash again, kind of like starting off to do the cross slash thing. But when you make the first hit, it like the bugbear falls to its knees, like obviously at like 1 HP. And then you like weigh the options in your head for a moment, and instead of finishing the cross slash, you just put the sword where it goes.
Yes!
If only that was a limit break. So that finishes that combat. You're now left with one really pissed off ranger and another one that's like, "Oh my god, we would have died if you guys didn't show up."
Wait.
And the other guy's like, "We almost died because they showed up."
Wait, there's only 2 rangers left? I thought there were 4 of them grand total and 1 is dead.
You started with 4.
Okay.
The bugbears killed 1.
Oh,
and
that's
Derek
right.
Killed 1.
Oh, Greg.
God damn it,
And
Derek.
other guy, maybe.
Greg and Steve will never be forgotten.
They will be forgotten the moment we finish this episode.
I've already forgotten what we were talking about.
I am happy I still remember one of their names.
So we need to move in toward that flesh.
So,
The
Yeah.
injured ranger, like the well ranger, is like, "All right, you go back to the headquarters and get healed up," and the like fine ranger is like, "I'll go with you to fight that motherfucker," and points at the
Yeah.
flesh golem.
I offer him a fist bump.
Yes.
He fist bumps you.
I was just
Enthusiastic.
really hoping that he was going to be like, "What the fuck is that?" Because like, are fist bumps really that widely pervasive in D&D?
No, he
culture?
grabs your fist and like shakes it.
As is tradition, that's how it works.
As is tradition.
Mm-hmm.
As tradition dictates. All right, so that is a completed combat.
Can we just say I scoop up my axe on the way past it?
Yep.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So, who did the ranger tell to go heal up? The other ranger?
The other ranger.
The other ranger.
Nice.
I want
Do
to
you
talk
have
to the
some
ranger.
healing potions that maybe you can take?
The like fine ranger kind of leans in. He's like, like he would have been fine. Like I've got some potions, but like it seems like he was pretty pissed off at you. He needs some time to cool down.
Is the headquarters okay?
Yeah, they don't seem to have discovered it yet.
good.
They're just attacking the town center. So we're all, out here doing our stuff, protecting people as best we can.
How did this start? They just started attacking?
It started just about after the attack on the jail left. From what I've heard from the scouts, the southern forces were mostly illusion magic. So it seems like this was all a trap to get us out of the town.
Got it.
That ranger just said that he has some healing potions. Willing to part with one of those?
Oh yeah, do you need some healing?
I would love some of that. That'd be fantastic. What would you like?
On a scale from like 1 to 26, how much healing do you need?
I'm at 8, Johnny. I'm at the number 8.
He rummages through his bag and he's like, well, I was saving this for later, and hands you a greater healing potion.
Nice.
Sweet.
No, it's the only one I've got, so, you better be worth it.
Well, you said multiple, so I thought you had some to spare.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 regular ones left, but
Well, I'm pretty okay with the swords today, it seems like, so I think it's going to be well worth it if I take that off your hands.
Yeah. I mean, you killed 2 of those fucking bugbears.
I know, I was a little
like,
surprised myself.
Your friend killed one of our men and a bugbear, so, who has the better batting record?
He's an associate.
First of all, I didn't see any hobgoblins, man. I don't know that you're telling the truth.
Yeah, I'll vouch for dead hobgoblins. Like 4 of them. Like, took 4 of them out.
They would have killed you if I didn't kill them.
It's a true story. So
then I guess we sacrificed Greg to a good cause.
I sure.
That's not what we were saying, but like if that's how you want to take it.
No, he was definitely being like grimly sarcastic and just like starts walking towards the town center, like getting bow and arrow ready.
What do I roll for a greater healing potion?
So that's going to be 4d4 plus 4.
As he's walking away, can I shout, "What's your name?"
Edgar.
Good luck, Edgar.
Edgar, huh?
You guys aren't coming?
Well, yeah, we are, but you were just walking away, so we'll be there.
Yeah, because I was done talking about my dead friend, you fucking jerk.
You suck sometimes,
We're on
Derek.
our way.
Okay, apparently I get healed for... No, do that correctly with math. There we go. 8, okay. Alright, I got healed for 10. That's not bad.
Nice.
Dareth rummages through his pack for a bit and goes, do you want a healing potion?
Fucking what?
That's why I asked you if you had any, so I could offer you one, but then you were just like, let's talk to... Yeah, I have a couple.
Well,
let's talk to Edgar.
Well, Edgar volunteered that information. I didn't realize that you had some to spare.
I asked you a question, and you didn't even answer.
You asked me if I had any healing potions while Johnny and Dareth were talking.
Yeah, but you didn't answer.
No, I didn't answer because I was waiting my turn.
No, that's not
Like
how this works. This is not a democracy. This is whoever can be heard. All right, it's not a democracy. We have a DM. That's kind of how that goes. Now,
it's kind of a top-down dictatorship.
It is a dictatorship.
But it's a kind of benevolent dictatorship, so we're going to be okay, I think, maybe?
I'm really confused by you calling me benevolent.
Yeah.
Oh, I like confusing you.
Can I just, like, as we're walking toward this golem, just transfer my hunter's mark to it? Since that would just be a bonus action.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Cool. How far away are we?
So since you closed the gap between you and the town square a bit during that combat, you are about 60 feet from where the buildings end and the town square begins, and the flesh golem is about 50 feet from that. So you're 110 feet from the flesh golem.
So we just need to keep going.
So to clarify, did we give any healing potions to Vermal?
No.
Well,
Vermal didn't ask for any.
Edgar.
Well, Edgar gave one.
Edgar has
Do
my
you need
back.
Another one?
That's cool. I would love another one if you have them to spare.
I'll give you mine.
Okay, fair enough.
How many do you have?
Is it
One.
greater or regular?
Just one? No, stop. Don't give yours away. I'll
Wait,
give you a regular one.
Who has
Jesus
the most?
Christ. I always forget that I have them, so I have a few. I gave you one. It's a regular
How
one.
many do you
Okay,
have?
and a regular
three.
is... You have 3?
I had 3. I gave you
You
one.
have 2 now.
I have 2.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I just always forget
Stockpiling
that I
healing
have...
potions.
Well,
though.
I don't
forget
take
that I
other
have
people's healing
them.
potions because they might need them.
Well,
you
I
know.
have cure wounds, so like...
Sweet.
And you have cure wounds.
Well,
Note to self, have NPCs attack Tordek more often.
Please don't.
Wait, just NPCs? Suddenly the Rangers are just like, I don't like you for a reason.
The flesh golem will not attack anyone else for any reason.
No,
like,
don't. That's not what this
weirdly.
is. This is not giving you permission to kill me. Pippin will come back for you.
Like I could. I've tried.
It's true.
What do
I'm
I
kind
roll
of
for a
the best.
regular healing potion?
It's a
regular one
2d4
is
plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4. Thank you.
Oh, you're using it.
Jinx, do you want me a Coke?
Yeah, well, that would require you to come back to the U.S. Which
7.
I don't know if you're actually going to do.
I'll be back February 1st.
Sick. We're going to go see Battle Angel. Let's go.
Oh, is
Yes.
that coming out in February?
Hypothetically.
Okay.
Because my birthday is February 20th. I'm coming back for my birthday in particular. So, like, let's do some birthday shit.
Yeah. Good. I just got up to... Like, that minor healing potion was more effective than the greater healing potion.
That's how it goes sometimes.
I like that.
Alright, so we are moving toward the flesh golem. How close are we now?
So you can get up to the... I'll just put you up at where the buildings end, so you're now 50 feet from the flesh golem. And you can... now that you're, like, in... You can, like, see the whole town square. You see, like, dozens of dead resistant rangers on the ground, a couple dozen dead bugbears on the ground. On the rooftops overhead, on your side, you see a bunch of rangers lined up on the roof, like lobbing volleys of arrows, and some of the arrows are hitting the flesh golem, and some of them are aimed at hobgoblins that are set up on the opposing roof.
Okay.
So there's like this whole like mess of arrows going on, and there's a flesh golem, and there's a front of rangers on like the opposite side of the square, like fighting the flesh golem.
So...
And doing very poorly.
So, I'm going to prep the holy water thing.
Cool. So you screw a vial of holy water into the top of it. There's a satisfying like a bubble, like once it like fully breaks the seal, you see a bubble of air go up into the vial, like it's actually emptying some of the contents into the device.
Would I have like some idea of the range of this thing or no?
You would not.
Okay.
That natural one that Dareth rolled really kind of fucked you guys.
Dareth gets a headache.
Dareth, can you roll another? Can you get a not natural one?
You consider what the range
could have
is, and
asked
he gets a headache.
Percy about it, but you guys did not.
Well, I don't remember seeing Percy before we left, so...
He gave it to you. There was like a whole conversation about your bandolier where he was like, "Why do you have that bandolier?"
Well, yeah, but he was attacking me, so like, why the fuck would I think of other shit to talk to him about when I was just like, no, but you gave this to me!
Before we get launched into another round of combat,
Yes.
I heard something about us being surrounded by the dead bodies of hobgoblins and rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, they're like the whole town square is just like littered with dead bodies of bugbears, hobgoblins, rangers.
I would like to loot everyone's body.
Like during an active combat thing.
No, we're not in active combat, but
Well, there's
you know.
a fight going
Yeah, but
on.
I mean,
there...
like-
No, I know. I
The
know.
rangers who are alive who are gonna watch you do that are in active combat.
That's cold, even for me.
I need resources. They need resources. Wouldn't want them to go to waste.
At the detriment of everyone fucking hating you until the end of time, you find 2 healing potions.
I am used to everybody healing me, or
Hating
everyone.
you.
that too. Everyone hating me, so I'm just gonna be okay with that.
Tordek and Dareth are just standing there watching, like,
There's like a call from one of the rangers on the roof. What the fuck, man?
whose team are we on?
Ours. Also, dude, hey, I can pay you back if you want. I got.
I'm fine, thank
okay.
you!
All right.
I don't want any of your dirty dead people healing potions.
Fucking... Alright,
They
so
shouldn't go to
Tordek
waste.
moves in another 25 feet because that's as close as he can get at the moment.
So you're now 25 feet from the flesh golem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wait.
You think that's close enough to shoot it?
Yeah, I'm really worried about the range on this thing, so I figure the closest that I can get.
Trust Percy.
I don't know. Okay?
Fair enough.
I don't know what the range is supposed to be on this thing, but I figure the closer that I get, the more water's gonna get on it anyway.
I like you. This is good, yeah.
Cool. So you just do that.
Yeah.
Dareth, what are you doing?
So there's hobgoblins lining one side and like rangers on the other side, right?
Yep. Yeah, so the far side away from you is hobgoblins, and the side that, like, basically think like you're at a, like, it's a circle, and you're coming in from the bottom of the circle, and the bottom lower left quadrant is all rangers, and then at the, like, top exit is a flesh golem, and the top right quadrant is all hobgoblins. So they're, like, having a battle across the circle.
So I would like to, in order to maybe free up some of the rangers so that they can focus on the golem instead, I would want to pick an area that has the largest contingent of hobgoblins.
Mm-hmm.
And then, assuming I'm within range, I'm going to cast Fireball on that place.
Yeah, you can do that. It's going to be, like, it's literally on rooftops.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
So I'm gonna,
yeah, all right,
basically
cool.
just shooting the house and lighting it on fire.
Cool.
I've seen that in a movie.
Give me a d20 roll to hit. That will determine how accurate you are in hitting multiple of them.
Wait, use this.
Now it's yours. It's
Oh,
not gonna work
okay.
19.
Oh.
Nice. Is that what the actual dice says is 19?
Yeah.
That's
Natural
really
19.
good. That's really fucking good. All right, roll damage.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget how powerful it is.
Yeah. Whoops. Okay, so that's gonna be. That would be 31 fire damage.
Fuck off.
They do get dexterity saves, but I don't know if it matters. To take half damage.
No, they don't make it. I rolled one for all of them. So you guys watch as Dareth just like doesn't like confer with anybody, doesn't think about it for a second, just goes, "Oh hey, look, there's a bunch of hobgoblins. Fireball!" And the fireball is like almost perfectly positioned where when it comes down, it just like eviscerates a bunch of hobgoblins, but the very outer edge of it like collapses one of the houses that other hobgoblins are on, and like they get like thrown into the fireball by the collapsing house, and so they also die.
That's
And
kind
all
of
things
so
said,
badass.
8 hobgoblins are now
Nice.
piles of ash.
Every once in a while, Dareth.
And
just,
you can hear
knocks
like
on
the
it.
rangers like, "Woo!"
I bow.
And then I'm totally gonna turn over to Edgar and be like, "See, he's on our
There-
side."
Edgar, being really pissy at this point, just kind of goes, "Oh yeah, that would have been really great if he launched it at the fucking flesh golem."
And that's my turn.
Mm.
And then Edgar turns and like gets ready
Edgar's
to
a
shoot.
dick.
Edgar's had a bad day.
All
Go
I did
easy
was
on him.
kill your friend and almost kill another
All I
one.
did was kill your friend.
Honestly, that might be a better title for this episode.
All I did
All
was
I did
kill
was
your
kill-
friend.
It might. I agree. I think the title should be.
Yeah, I don't
All
even
did was
remember
kill
what the
your
other
friend.
one
I'm
was.
actually gonna write that down.
Unexpectedly, the most attractive one was the other alternative title.
Both of which focus on Dareth. Yeah, it's good.
Well, we're all aware that this campaign exists because of research that I did for Dareth, right? So I'm just gonna plop us back to that prior what you call it? What is the word?
Yeah,
Order
but
of
Dareth-
Initiative
operations.
order.
Oh.
Yes,
Order of
Dareth.
operations.
And Dareth just went. So Vermal.
I'll
Oh,
go
shit.
again.
Okay, so I'm within 20 feet of a flesh golem. And, cool, I can do that. I want to run up to it and do like an X slash, but like from the ground up.
Cool. You are attacking from the opposite side from the Rangers, so you are rolling with initiative because you are now flanking.
Yay! That makes me happy. Let's do this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Let's definitely try that again. That's much better. How about 19
That hits.
for 11 damage, and an unnatural 20 for 4 damage.
Cool. Pippin?
Pippin is going to... The only enemy on the ground is the flesh golem, right?
That is a true fact.
Cool. So he's gonna run toward him, which also means that it's a charge, because that... 13, probably. Would he also get advantage?
He sure as fuck would.
Much better. 19 for 7 damage, and I'm gonna assume that the golem makes the saving
The
throw.
golem rolled a natural 1 on its save.
Okay, so it's not prone.
Pippin charges ahead, not waiting for anybody, and just like leaps and like throws his like full body weight into the back of the leg of the flesh golem, and the flesh golem, being like totally surprised by this rear attack and Vermal's attack, like just sort of like falls off over to the side with a giant thunk, and then all you see is like dramatically this flesh golem fucking like slowly caving over. There's this giant plume of dust as it hits the ground, and Pippin's there on the ground like, did I do good? Like wagging his tail, just like, ah. So it's like this dramatic background with just the most stoked Pippin, like, I did good.
Okay, but the flesh golem is still alive, Kess.
It is still alive, but it is prone.
Yay! Cool. Prone golem.
Prolem. No,
Prone.
it didn't work.
No.
Alright, so since it's prone, can I just walk right up to it?
Yeah. So you can just walk right up to it.
Okay, so I just walk right up to it, point the thing.
And you still have advantage.
Right
yeah.
at
Oh
it.
yeah, it's prone. It's basically like you're just coup de grace.
Yeah, and
you're coup de grace with the thing that does extra damage to it. Cool.
And just like using the holy water gun.
So I'm gonna tell you this only for the purpose of next time you roll damage. So the holy water gun, basically whatever's inside of it, it has a range of 25 feet. You can launch any liquid out of it, so that includes like alchemist fire if you got some. And it changes what damage it does based on what the liquid is. So holy water doesn't do any natural damage to a flesh golem. It does 2d12.
Nice.
Since you're coup de grace, you automatically get maximum damage, which is 24, and that gets doubled to 48. And you get your dexterity on top of that, which is
48
3?
Plus 3 plus
So
Hunter's mark.
Another 5.
And Hunter's mark.
Well, fuck you, first of all. So you just start spraying the thing with the holy water, and all of the sutures keeping together, like the bits of flesh, start like dissolving, and so it no longer has a right arm, and it is missing most of its like upper torso. So it's not doing great. Fuck off.
What was the grand total point damage for that?
I think that was like 50.
It sounded like 51?
53.
56, I believe.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Hold on to that thing.
It is the flesh golem's turn. It spends half of its movement standing back up, and it now can only attack with one arm, and it does that to Tordek, who it is very scared of. And that hits for 14 damage.
Okay.
Oh shit, I rolled the wrong dice. Hold on. I rolled d10s, but it's d8s. So it does 11 damage.
Okay, that's a little better.
Dareth?
Okay.
And Dareth, since you're a rangery guy and are dealing with hobgoblins, for your record, there are 2 hobgoblins left that you can see.
Oh, there's still 2 left. Yeah, I'll shoot them.
I was going to say, they haven't run away?
I'm going to shoot 1 Eldritch Blast at each of them.
Cool.
First one will be 26.
That hits.
And the second one will be 12.
That does not hit.
So the first one will be 7 force damage, and then I want to knock him back.
Cool. You aren't close enough to like get the satisfying sound out of that, but you do see the hobgoblin go flying off the roof.
With my passive perception, I'm surprised I've heard any of them. But guys, hear me out. This water gun, if we put like moonshine or something in it and tape my fire starter to the front of it.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
Wouldn't we just like get some like alchemist fire?
Is that a liquid?
All I'm saying is that
You
I don't
just said
think
that I
Percy...
could use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alchemist fire is in fact a liquid.
Oh, fine.
All I'm saying is that I don't think Percy is getting this thing back.
Oh no, never.
I mean, he gave it to you, so...
I
Yeah,
thought
he
we
wants
were
it.
borrowing it, but
No,
okay.
if he wants it back, he's gonna have to fight me, and guess who's gonna win?
The person with the flamethrower.
Percy, because he has gadgets?
Excuse me? I have his best gadget now.
If you think that's his best gadget,
Yeah.
then you grossly underestimate Percy.
Uh,
Do you not remember the gadgets he was using when you met him?
No.
The fucking gauntlets?
No, do you
Well, that was a
think
different
that I...
dimension. So
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, he was just like chilling when I met him. He didn't even really want to talk to anybody when I met him. Do you not remember
Oh
this?
yeah, were you not there when the... Oh, yeah.
Different party.
No, I know. Your party, you saw him with grenades and a flamethrower.
Yeah.
So still. Anyways, Vermal, it's
We
your
should
turn.
thank him.
yes, it is. And there's a flesh golem with 1 arm in front of me, and I've
Yeah, there
decided that he really doesn't need that other arm either.
Mm.
And I am lucky, so I'm going to.
We still have advantage too, right?
Do we?
Yeah, you still have advantage.
Oh, thank God! I'm not even going to worry about luck.
Yeah, you're flanking the shit out of that guy.
Shit,
He is
yeah.
surrounded by you and rangers.
All right, that's an unnatural 21 for 11 damage.
Nice.
And
Advantage.
is it though?
Yes.
Twice? All
Yeah.
right, cool.
We're flanking.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, every attack.
So, well, it's still a 13.
That hits.
Okay, well then that's going to be 4 or 5 damage.
Nice. You take your sword and you just like dig in twice to the leg that's sort of deteriorated from the holy water,
Oh.
and you manage to slice through the leg, and the whole flesh golem just falls over, and when it hits the ground, the sutures are weakened enough that it just splats into a bunch of body parts.
So it's dead now.
Yes!
Cool.
And Vermal holds her hand up.
Yes, no, I am
Her
completely
fist up
doing
in the
this.
air.
Just like,
Yeah,
I
you're
did
covered
that.
with like bits of rotting flesh. Going,
Don't
like,
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like.
Tordek's like, man, I really need to take a shower or bath
Yeah.
now.
I would just like to point out that it's been like months since we started playing this game, and not one of you has said that you've taken a shower one time.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's never actually been discussed, so...
And we also don't really talk about food. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you
except for
do.
when
You had soda bread.
Well, except for when
Eggs.
somebody eats eggs.
All right. So
Sick.
They're like holding
all the
hands out and
rangers
like
on
bows to the
the rooftop
rangers.
cheer for a second. A couple of them start clapping, and then they really quickly realize that there's a second flesh golem, and you can see them like skipping across like rooftops, very Batman-y, and like getting in position to shoot at the other one.
There is still one more hobgoblin, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. They were not paying
Like
attention.
everybody leaves the hobgoblin's just like,
Oh.
Hey guys, I'm still shooting at you.
hey, I'm still a bad guy. Oh.
Nobody ever picks me for their team.
Nobody ever cares about me.
You need to pick better friends, Gobbly.
Okay.
Gobbly guy.
Gobbly.
So we are.
His name is Canon Gobbly.
Yay! Go kill Gobbly.
Let's
Are
befriend
we
him.
out
Wait,
of
no,
combat
actually-
now, Johnny? Are we?
Yeah, I mean, as out of combat as you can be while there's like a war going on.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna book it toward the other. I'm gonna
Cool.
book it as fast as Tordek can go.
Yeah, I'm right behind Tordek.
The rest
You're
of
in
us
front
walk.
of Tordek.
I am?
Yes, Tordek has 25 speed.
Well, if you're booking it,
The rest of us are just walking and just keeping up.
sauntering, we're like, yeah, let's get the other one. Cool, yeah.
Skipping
Yes!
I'm just gonna
next to this
assume
poor little
that,
dwarf that's just like going all out.
You know, I'm moving like double time, but double time for me is still like.
Yeah, let's
Gareth
go.
is speed walking.
Yeah.
Well, before leaving, I would like to shoot that last hobgoblin. Just
I would just
Put him
like to
out.
point
I
out.
imagine you're just like walking casually through the thing, just taking like pot shots at it.
I would just like to put out there that if anybody ever comes across like some boots or something that
to
speed
make
up,
you faster.
yeah, like let's talk about that.
Great.
God, I already gave you a ring.
Well, real quick,
I
I rolled
forgot we had that.
a 15 and a 19 for my attacks.
The 19 hits.
Cool.
Oh,
So
I
you-
actually have boots like that. I just happen to tune.
I was about to say, I am almost 100% sure that you have boots of haste.
They're boots of striding and springing, but you know.
Oh, close enough.
That's
Yeah.
how you get your
Johnny,
stride.
why are you so laggy?
No, I know. I was noticing that. Is my audio okay?
Yeah, your
Yeah, it's
audio
fine.
sounds fine.
You sound
Alright,
And
that's
it's
the
still,
important
it's
bit.
still like matching up too. It's
Oh,
just
oh.
you're
You're lagging.
yeah, just
There. Well, oh, no.
it's
you're
lagging a little bit. Yeah.
It seems to be getting better.
So, yeah, I deal 8 force damage and knock him off his roof.
Yeah. He's like trying to shoot arrows at you, and it's just.
I hate being alone. Ah!
Just do it. All my friends are dead.
Thanks for letting me be with my friend.
it was really, yeah, it was merciful.
So you are now in front of the castle, where you see the second flesh golem, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start you off blanketly at about 60 feet in front of it is where like the combat turn order is gonna start again. I am counting Dareth's shot at the hobgoblin as a turn, so Vermal.
Okay.
All right. Well, is there anything else in this area besides a flesh golem? Like you said, there was a manticore earlier. So, like, is that flying around? Can I see that?
The manticore, you notice that the like figure 8 that the manticore is taking around the town is centered on the castle, so it's passing overhead with some regularity. There are hobgoblins on the castle ramparts, and there's now like double the amount of rangers that there would have been shooting back at them. The castle gate is open, and now that you're closer, you can see the devil guy like hovering like way up in the air, just sort of like watching over everything that is happening.
Can we chat before we get there?
Well, we're in the middle of we're in the middle of my turn
Yeah.
in combat. So, how much chatting do
I mean,
you want to do?
you can chat on the way there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
While we're skipping? Yeah.
Yeah, while you're speed walking next to the fucking out of breath Tordek.
Tordek.
As long as Tordek is totally out of breath with everything he says. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
I hate
So,
all of you.
so we've got a manticore that's flying overhead in the circle 8. We've got douchebag McGee who's floating and just observing things.
I don't think that's his name.
And I'm
I'm
pretty
pretty
sure
sure
that's
that's his
gonna be
name.
his name as far as
Douchebag
Vermal's
McGee.
concerned.
Douchebag McGee. There's got to be something slightly better.
Oh,
Douchebag McGee.
I'm sure, but
Douchebag make douchebaggy pants.
No,
Well-
it just doesn't quite work.
does he deserve something better?
No.
Okay, and what? You said there were like 8 hobgoblins in this area?
There are, you cannot see how many there are, but like on the castle ramparts, just like lining, so you have visual range on 6 of them.
Looking at you, Dareth. Looking at you.
Dareth's
I
looking,
can't hit
looking
that.
the other way. Back
You're like,
towards the other
hi.
hobgoblin.
All right. Then I'm gonna try to close the gap on the flesh golem then. And that's 30, so I'm gonna be still 30 feet away from it.
Yep. I mean, you can take a charge action.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't be able to hit it, and then it would be.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, so a charge is you move your movement times 2. You get +2 to hit on 1 attack, and you get -2 AC until your next turn.
Worth it. Cool. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. You said +2 to the first one?
Yep. Yeah, in my games, that is like an action anyone can take.
Okay.
Pippin has like a bonus to it because he has an actual like thing.
And Pippin
but
is awesome.
Yeah,
also,
and Pippin is the best.
Also, charge for Pippin doesn't necessarily mean that he has to like do the whole extra movement thing. It just means that he moves at least 20 feet straight toward the thing.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, that's more of like a tackle, I think, is the actual thing that I stole for that.
No.
Steal that from Pokemon?
Charge is like a thing that's in the rules.
Oh, yeah. Well,
For Pippin.
same difference.
I'm attacking.
It's a different turn. That's all we need to know.
Okay, so that is a 23 for
Cool.
5 damage, so that would be 7 damage. Ooh, and that would be a 22 for 10 damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is the golem,
Also,
right?
I'm throwing this d20 away.
This is the golem, yes.
Are we flanking the golem this time?
You are indeed flanking the golem.
Okay.
It is engaged in melee with about 8 rangers.
Cool. Alright, Pippin is gonna do the whole thing. The whole thing. The whole charge.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang. He got a nat 20.
Yeah,
Go,
he
Pippin!
did.
It's your
which
birthday.
is gonna be 4 plus 6, so 9 damage.
And let me roll that save. It got a 2 on its save.
Yes!
So
it
Pippin
is...
just like stands there for a second looking at the flesh golem, and he's like, I remember how to do this, and just like charges up and throws its full body weight like behind its knee again, and it just topples the exact same way it did last time, and you get the same dramatic like slow motion fall with Pippin just like, yeah.
I'm so proud of Pippin today.
Oh,
He's
we're all doing
so
very
well.
good today. Good job, everyone.
Tordek?
So I'm going to move slightly forward, because we're I'm like 60 feet away?
Yep.
Okay, so I move the 25 feet, blah, blah, blah. I use my bonus action to hunter's mark the dude, and I use my action to just prep the water gun.
Cool. The water gun still has water in the thing that is loaded in it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, so I don't have...
You used roughly a third of the vial.
Oh.
Sick.
Cool. Okay, so I don't... Alright, can I then just charge forward and use it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Post that motherfucker.
I do that. Instead, do I have to roll? Because he's prone and shit.
No, you just get max damage again. So that was what, 56?
Yeah, well, no. It was 48 plus 51 plus... So 57 to this time.
Fuck off.
Yes.
Let me do math real quick. Yeah, you dissolve the entire goddamn thing. That is just a pile of body parts now.
Damn. It's at that point that Dareth turns after shooting that hobgoblin from before to see it just dissolving. Oh.
And now
You guys had all the fun without me.
Not all of it.
All right, let's kill this. Oh.
Come on, team. Oh.
The Rangers start celebrating.
We celebrate too. Yay!
Minor
Terra
celebration.
celebrates too.
Darren celebrates.
Pippin's over there just like, yeah.
By yourself, off in the corner. Yay!
The
I
devil.
rolled an 18 for my celebration.
You celebrate real well.
Yeah.
The devil goes from hovering and like lowers himself into the castle.
Okay.
Yeah, he can be in there.
Right.
Is it time to go into the castle, y'all?
No, we should go back to the headquarters.
Is the Manticore still flying around?
Yeah,
It sure is.
and there's hobgoblins.
It's still occasionally swooping and dropping like large handfuls of people. And they just like splat on the ground.
Sprinkles.
Is
of
it like
people.
within range, or is there like anything we can do to get it?
When it dips, you could probably take some pot shots at it. If you so choose.
Look, hear me out.
Eh.
Jeremiah had a secret entrance underneath
You're
the throne
so
room.
the correct one. Go ahead.
What if we go back there and get into the castle that way?
Even though the front door is totally open right now. But
Yes.
I agree. We should do that.
Secrets.
Secrets are cool, and I like them.
It looks like I've been outvoted.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I hold out my fist for the traditional ball and socket. There you go.
While you guys are celebrating, you notice out of the group of rangers that was fighting the golem that Declan is among them.
Oh.
Yay, Declan.
So, how far away is that guy?
He is like walking towards you, so closer and closer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wave at him.
Yeah,
It is
you just go
quite
ahead.
good to see you.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good today. How are you?
I'm sorry. That's not his voice. Did Jeremiah send you?
No.
No, we got done at the prison and came back to see that the city was on fire, and so we just kind of jumped in.
Just sort of casually took down 2 flesh golems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Also,
kind of did.
like, 10 hobgoblins and 4 bugbears.
I'm pretty sure you took out 14 hobgoblins.
Something like that. I wasn't counting.
Yeah, well, after the first 10, it's just kind of like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah,
Apparently
exactly.
you're good at this.
He's just sitting there like nodding with both like approval and surprise and amazement. Well, Fourhorn should be joining us here momentarily. Not Fourhorn. Jeremiah should
Oh
be.
my god.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna say he
Jeremiah
doesn't
should
know.
be joining us here shortly. Where I was meant to handle the flesh golems, and then we were going to launch an attack on the devil. Where's Fourhorn?
I've got
there
bad
goes.
news. He was taken out by the devil at the prison.
Fuck.
Very badly, too.
He is a hero,
remember it.
truly.
That he was.
If any of us are remembered after this, it will be him.
Well, once this is all over, we'll have a funeral for him. And for everyone.
There will
That
be
is
a
asshole.
massive funeral.
Yeah.
Sadly. This was not a laughing matter. That was a laughter of uncomfortable.
Burying the dead will be one of many jobs left after this is done. And he looks towards the castle. Let's kill this motherfucker.
Yes.
See? And now you have been outvoted.
I believe the score is 2-2 right now.
I believe he's not a party member.
Pippin. Shadow.
Pippin.
Tiebreaker.
Shadow, what do you think?
Pippin is...
Pippin's just wagging
Pippin's
his tail.
following Kordek.
Yeah,
Ah,
Pippin
damn.
is-
So that's 3-2 now.
Shadow's on our side, 3-3.
We all,
Oh,
we all
you-
just kind of look at you sadly.
Oh.
Roll a persuade check
Okay.
that Shadow matters.
Oh, that wasn't great. That'd be a 15.
Oh.
Yeah, Shadow doesn't matter.
Damn it.
You get like a -5 on shit that people like obviously don't believe you.
I just
about.
kind of tilt my head and go, sure, yeah.
Can we...
Yeah.
Maybe we should wait like an hour.
Exactly
before we go
1 hour.
outside.
Wait.
Declan just like turns and looks at you like, what the fuck
Well,
are
we need
you
to
talking
regroup.
about?
Jeremiah's
Wait.
on his way, right?
Hold on, Declan. So Jeremiah's on his way, right?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. How on his way?
He was getting his suit of armor on as I left.
That takes like 10 minutes. He'll be here.
Yeah, but he's also, like...
Did he say how he was
the
going
best
to be getting
strategist that I think we've got, right?
He said, when the flesh golems were done, I was to head to the castle. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
there? So he's going in.
And you notice Declan is just grabbing a hold of each sword that he has one at a time. And when he grabs a hold of it from the inside of the sheath, you can see magical glowing. And he's just going to all 5 swords that he has one at a time and charging them with magical energy.
I'm so jealous that he can do that.
Can we take
He is the master.
I know.
Can we
But
take a
I
quick
want more.
break
I want more swords.
before we do the castle thing?
You mean in real life?
Yes.
Well, before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. This
I
is
would
a
like
great
to take
time
a
for
break
that.
before the in-game castle thing as well.
No, I would like to do that as well, but before taking out potentially 2 bosses, I would like some magic.
I would. Yeah.
Any
I have no
at
spell
all?
slots.
But go ahead and take a break.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Who's gonna read the ad thing?
Oh shit! I never looked at it.
Well, seeing
Yeah.
as how I don't have it.
I think it's gonna
Oh
be...
wait, was it?
It's in the group chat, I think.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was gonna read it, but I also have to pee. So
No, that's fine. What is it? What is it?
I'm gonna
Credits
leave
and
you to it.
advertisements?
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, sick. Your browser will not allow you to open this.
There it goes.
Yep, that is all various types of code and not a script.
Oh my god!
Go back. Where is it? Right here?
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Can you get it, Andrew?
Maybe on here.
Yeah, it's
I
not
can
going to
put
work
it on
on,
my
on my tablet.
Let's make sure that that's the right one.
Credits and
Yeah.
advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's also an ODT file, whatever the hell that is. It's not for me.
oh no, here's the ad copy right here.
Oh, God. Excellent.
I knew it was a Google Doc.
Yeah, that's the ad copy for our shows. So I guess, ahoy and avast, mateys and bildrats.
That is the wrong one.
Well, that was for
So-
Cursed Seas,
Here's the intro.
which is apparently quite entertaining.
We are apparently completely useless without Ben.
We're not useless without Ben. If you will please notice, we took out 2 flesh golems.
Well,
I mean,
that's not what I meant.
oh.
I
Well,
meant
why-
this part.
No. And that's fine. Oh, and what, 18 hobgoblins? I think the number's just going to keep going up.
Not if we don't take a short rest.
Yeah. No, I mean, exaggerating it.
I would like to chat with you, Glenn, but I somehow lost my chat window. I'm gonna refresh this.
Gobbly?
There we go. Here's commercial. You're supposed to be looking for this, eh?
That sounds like Johnny.
That does sound like Johnny, doesn't it?
Yes. And I'm going to
I'm
nominate...
back.
I'm going to nominate Johnny to read some commercials if you can read the file.
I think I can.
Good.
Let's see here.
I absolutely cannot.
There's stuff from the beginning that I missed, so I'm just going to read that.
Good.
So our logo was done by Stacy LeFevre, and you can find her work at Staceart on Facebook. That's STACEART. Most of the other show art was done by our own wonderful Terra Bosart.
Me.
The figures were hand painted by
Figures.
It doesn't say his name in the file. It just says check out his other work on the Instagram at Conrad Doug. It literally says hand-painted painters were hand-painted, all caps, by lots of spaces. God damn it. And if you live in the Portland area and have a D&D game in the works, he does commissions. Blah, blah, blah. Twitter, Infinity Break 23 at Twitter. And you can find merchandise at our shop, at our website. I feel like this is not the file that I'm supposed to read.
Right? I kind of did the same thing. I looked at a couple of them and was like, this doesn't look right.
I think maybe he sent them to me because he sent me a second thing in private message.
It's like trying to read someone else's notes on things.
No, I know, right?
Like, can you read this? It's legible.
Wait, no. This is the file. It says credits and advertisements.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at too.
Busting Balls, Hey Batter Batter Swing. Sarah Blunt is taking home plate with the latest podcast from Infinity Break, Busting Balls. Also, for the record, I definitely want Ben to do this forever now. Lemon, hey dweebs, I want to talk to you about Lemon. Do you ever wonder what the X-Men kept in all those pouches, or what elaborate conspiracy best explains Rob Liefeld's career? Then wake up and spell the 90s, dweebs. Lemon, the podcast with no powers and no responsibilities, is here to help. Tune in every other week to hear Stephen, Rachel, Paul, and Omar give their hot and spicy takes on conspiracies on your favorite books from the comic book Boom. Is Daredevil really just faking his blindness? Tune in to their alternating This Week on Daredevil episodes, in which Paul attempts to put the entire catalog of the Man Without Fear. What the hell even was Savage Dragon? Nobody can answer that. Tune in to Lemon and find out.
Well, actually, I'm going to have to tune in because I loved the Savage Dragon when I was younger. That sounds good to me. Also, he's a mutant.
Yeah. Also, real quick, here's a thing that I actually know how to do and can do competently. Andrew, would you give us a view of the grid?
Sure.
So some of you may know already because I've plugged them a little bit already a couple of times. But I won a Facebook competition from Dirt Cheap Dungeons. And all I was supposed to get was a painted mini, which you can see there, and the two ones on the ground, and like one set of tokens. And what I was sent by these magnificent bastards was I got 3 aerial things, which you can see our characters on. I got the painted miniature that comes with a companion, so really 2 painted miniatures. I got every single set of tokens that they make. This is how many tokens I got, plus the ones that I set out on the map, just for, like, example. Like, I got some fucking tokens, which is really going to improve the quality of how things show up on the map on this show. They also sent me a messenger bag with which to hold all of these things.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we should be hearing more from them. The owner of the company, separate from the company, also donated £100 to my fundraiser for children with cancer, where I shaved off my beard,
Yes.
doubling the next highest donation single-handedly. I emailed him or sent him a Facebook message with my information for winning this, and I was like, actually, I'm in Belfast right now. And he was like, oh, I went to Belfast one time, and we just got talking, and they are the coolest guys, and they make, like, I find it very important because I'm, like, really into accessibility for stuff like this, and, like, the concept that you could get a full dungeon set that is an actual 3D thing for, like, $60 is, like, magnificent when, like, companies that we won't name specifically, like, that gets you a wall.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think what they're doing fills a really necessary niche in this industry, and they are cool people, and you can buy their things from them for very little money and feel really good about it because they're rad as fuck. Cool. Is everybody all rested up?
Are we? Can we do
Okay.
that? For
Yeah.
a full
not-
hour?
Not our characters. Not
In
our
real life.
characters.
Oh.
Not your
This thing
characters.
called-
I mean, I
Boo.
am incredibly sleep deprived, so I don't think that can apply to me. 2 weeks left of school, guys.
Yay!
2 or 3. I don't remember anymore. My life is a lie.
Also, for our listeners, the holidays, the whatever holiday it is coming up, and that means that some of us are going to be traveling around. So the month of December is going to be a little touch and go. I can tell you with certainty that I think like the day after one of those big holidays is a Sunday, and we will almost certainly just like not do anything that day. We're still discussing the schedule, but expect potentially some Speak of the Bard content, potentially a one-off with me, potentially a murder mystery. We don't know. We'll figure it out.
A cruise ship murder?
Is it a
mystery?
cruise ship murder mystery?
It
better
is.
be
How
a
did you
cruise
know?
ship murder
It's
mystery.
almost as though we've all fucking played this shit before.
I hope I can find my character sheet for that because I don't think I have it.
You don't need it.
I see that we have a 2 weeks of school, 1 week of finals. I don't actually have finals because I'm really lucky, so fuck
Nice.
everybody who does.
Nice. Well done. Tordek winning friends as always.
That's kind of my shtick.
So dramatic.
All right, so Declan is dramatically walking, his cape fluttering in the wind towards the castle.
Shouldn't
You see some of the rangers that were on rooftops. Some of them are still exchanging fire with the hobgoblins up top. A couple of them have like gone in towards the wall since there aren't any like kill holes, and they're throwing grappling hooks up to start like rappelling up the side of the wall.
Even though the front door's open?
Even though the front door's open,
All right.
it's almost like they want high up perches.
Ooh.
Why?
Purchase. Well, I'm gonna follow Declan because he shouldn't have to go in there alone.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be following Declan
Okay.
too. I think we're all following Declan.
I
We
guess
want to
I'm
make sure
following-
that
I'm
you know.
reluctantly following Declan.
Hey.
Do you do anything
think-
not reluctantly?
A thing that you notice about
Darius
the castle
reluctantly
courtyard
shrugs.
is there aren't any ground level enemies, which is spooky because like it's a war zone and you would think there would be like a bunch of troops waiting for you. This courtyard is much larger than the jail courtyard, and scattered throughout it are piles of burning corpses. In one corner of the courtyard, you see 4 sutured together out of spare parts, like weird monstrosities. They look vaguely human, but none of them have heads. They all have like a completely wrong number of appendages, and on like surprisingly good condition stringed instruments, they are just sitting in a corner playing a slow repeating dirge.
Wait,
What?
who's playing musical instruments?
Headless-
Monstrosities with no
headless-
heads?
Like
Headless-
sutured together like
Yeah.
body parts, just like a bunch of like arms and legs sutured together holding a stringed instrument, and like one of the hands is like using the bow and the other hand is playing, and they're playing like a slow dirge.
So as we're like doing this, I'm gonna use a healing potion real quick.
The devil is hovering on what once would have been the balcony to the king's quarters, where like if the king had an announcement or something, that's where he would be. So it's very like centered and dramatic, and there's tarps and things.
It's the proclamation station.
There's the bottom of the balcony, like it looks like at one point in time blood was literally just like flowing out over it, but that's all like dried now. And the devil speaks to you as you enter.
Ooh.
At first I thought you were simply adventurers who had wandered into the wrong town. Then I thought you holy crusaders. And he looks directly at Dareth. But then I spied your little book. I will quite enjoy prying it from your cold, dead hands. And at that, the Manticore slams down on the ground in front of you. And I would tell you to roll initiative if you hadn't already. Dareth, it's your turn.
Well, I wonder to myself, since my friends cannot respond, do we attack the Manticore or the man?
Can I respond to this?
Yeah, there's a second.
Maybe the one that's right in front of you and gonna kill you. So the
Can I roll a perception check?
This is Terra. Should I attack the thing that's more of an immediate threat, or the one who
I totally forgot a line, so I'm glad that we're talking. But I'm really proud of this one. The devil shouts over the noise of the Manticore, like roaring at you. If he who was had meant for you to live, he would not have created me.
I don't like this guy.
I don't either.
I'm gonna try to shoot the guy.
Alright.
The devil, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, which man?
Alices.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Motherfucker.
I was gonna say, you didn't even check to see how far away he is before you started
He's
firing.
probably in range.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I think Johnny would have said something if he wasn't.
Oh.
He is 80 feet away.
Alright, yeah, that's plenty. First one is a 26.
That hits.
For 7 force damage. And if possible, I would like to knock him back 10 feet.
You cannot.
Alright. The second one...
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
The second one would be a natural 1.
Cool.
Well, there's nothing else over there to hit, though.
The first
I'll
blast
find something.
doesn't seem to affect him like you are used to your blast, like affecting things. Like it doesn't even like scuff his shirt. The second blast, he like puts up his hand and it reflects right back at you, and you receive the damage that you would have done.
Cool. I take 12 damage.
Holy crap.
Ow.
Hey!
Now you know what it feels like, Dareth. All right, Vermal.
How far away is that Manticore?
The Manticore is but 30 feet away from you.
Don't mind me. I'm going to find some new dice.
Please. Excellent. Well, I would like to do some slicey on some Manticore. Out of
Slicey McDicey.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, Manticore, bat wings, right?
So Manticore is, if I remember correctly, bat wings, human face, like lion's body, scorpion tail.
Scorpion. Okay, got it.
And this one in particular is not like a Manticore that is like a monster that was born like that. No, this is like an actual giant scorpion's tail, like stitched onto an actual like giant lion with like wings actually stitched on, and an actual like, this is the creepy part, a human head like stitched onto the front of the lion's face.
Yeah,
so it's not a Manticore. It's like a fucking terrifying creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not your organic free range Manticore. This is totally
no, this is definitely like a
Monsanto.
Monsanto Manticore. Monsanticore.
Monsanticore. Yes! I am completely
This is how we
get
sued, Johnny.
Also, Monsanticore, pitching that as the name of the episode, but it's like spoilers.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't need to be like that.
Also, Monsanto doesn't even exist anymore. They're owned by a different company that I won't name because they will sue us.
So I'm going to run up and Slicey McSlice is what I'm going to do, because that Manticore, I'm going to assume it deserves it. Sweet. So that is an unnatural 20 for 8 damage.
Cool.
And that is a 21 for 10 damage.
Double cool. Those both hits.
Hell,
you get some good swings in on that fucking creepy son of a bitch.
I want that thing not. I want that thing not.
Just don't.
It could go ahead and no.
If it could just not, that would be great.
How far away are we?
What's that?
How far away are we from the Manticore?
You are 30 feet away from the Manticore, and
so
it is Pippin's turn.
Yeah, Pippin charges.
Come on, Pips.
He gets a 17.
That hits.
So that's 9, and he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Knock his ass down.
Yeah, it really makes this strength saving throw. That was a natural 19.
Okay, so he got 9 points of damage.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Tordek.
Uses my bonus action to do Hunter's Mark. Moves forward about 10 feet. And then I still have liquid left in the gun, right?
You have one, from what you understand of how this gun works so far, you have one shot left.
Okay, so
Before refill.
Right. I shoot it at him.
Cool. You start unloading the gun, and the first part of it operates like you're used to, and about halfway through, the stream like sort of sputters out, and that's the vial is now like fully empty. And so you do 1d12 damage.
Do you want me to just roll that?
Yep.
11 plus
And plus your dex.
14, 19.
Where'd you get the...
Hunter's Mark.
Oh, nice. And then just for your mechanical notes on that water gun, the last like burst, you get like 3 shots from whatever vial you put in there, like a standard size vial. The last one is always a half shot. So it's really like 2.5.
Cool.
You just gotta get a big tank to put on your back and just carry around.
Maybe we could see about
I mean,
getting Percy.
Percy almost certainly could make that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
That would
We
probably
can make a
cost
slightly
more
bigger tank.
gold than we have.
But then we can put the moonshine in it, stick the fire starter on.
Why are you on the moonshine?
It is the enemy's turn. Around the ramparts, you see hobgoblins appear on both sides. You see a total of 12 hobgoblins. And I'm going to roll for them as one unit. So each of you from a volley of arrows take 6 damage.
No.
Because they defo hit. The Manticore is going to go for Vermal, since Vermal is the closest. That's going to be... Vermal, you get hit for 5 damage.
Okay.
And then it comes in with its tail. And that misses wildly.
Yes.
Alices lowers himself down onto the battlefield, and his hand glows as he points it towards the Manticore. And you notice the Manticore heal for...
I don't like this guy, guys.
Kill him.
You notice like one of the sword like wounds that you inflicted just like seals up before your eyes.
Damn it.
He points his other hand at Tordek.
Shit.
And Tordek, you're gonna make a will save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom.
Yes, wisdom.
I got an 18.
Cool. So you just take 4 damage.
Okay.
And at the end of their turn, before Dareth's turn, is the like good guy's turn.
Yay!
I was wondering about
Declan
Yes.
takes out a sword that radiates with holy energy and a sword that radiates with fire energy, and just like fucking has at the Manticore. The first, yeah.
The first year.
So he misses with the fire sword, but the holy sword makes contact, and the Manticore like lets out a loud yelp of pain. Then you notice a volley of arrows take down a bunch of the hobgoblins, which fall onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
And in their spots, they are replaced by resistance rangers that take up position.
Yes.
I cheer.
I just want to like some of the background mechanics get lost sometimes. Like Fourhorn died because of a thing that you guys chose to do. So I do want to just give you the big up of the only reason these rangers are here is because you did a thing that I wasn't expecting, and now there are excess rangers.
Yeah.
So you made your battle easier for yourself.
I exploded them.
Sweet. It was because you took out all of those hobgoblins, I bet.
That, and I did not expect you to kill the flesh golems. I thought you would go to the hideout, and then I thought you would go directly to the castle.
Good old Pippin.
And then take a nap.
Yeah, good old fucking Pippin, to be sure.
Finally doing something this time. He's kind of useless last round.
Yeah. Dareth?
Dareth, I am going to put my hex on... I'm going to keep... I don't like this devil guy. I'm going to put my hex on the devil guy and keep trying to attack him.
Cool.
First one is an unnatural 20.
That hits.
And the second one is going to be 16.
That hits.
So that would be 6.
When you give me the total, half it.
That would be 26. Halved is 13.
Cool. Again, when the Eldritch Blast hit him, like, even the powerful ones making, like, square contact just, like, sort of singe his vest a little bit. And he just seems like brushes it off and is like, meh.
Well, I will singe his vest until there is no more vest. And I will continue singeing him.
Alright, so there's damn...
I will send you to death.
I'm gonna go ahead and healing potion myself before I even consider attacking, because I could be doing better. That's 3, 6, no, wait, 2. So 6 plus 4, that's 10.
Yep.
Sweet, that's much better. Cool, and then I'm gonna double attack this thing until it is not alive anymore. And I'm going to use one of my luck to redo that because that was horrible. And 1. Let's re-roll that d20. That's better. That's a 16.
That on the Manticore?
Yeah.
That does not hit.
That's too bad. Number 2 is... Okay, that's going to be a 22.
That defo hits.
For 7 damage.
Cool. All right, Pippin.
I guess he just tusks the Manticore.
Roll for it.
We don't happen to have advantage, do we?
Nope. You are not flanking it. You are attacking from one side of it.
Yeah, but all the rangers.
They are on ramparts. They're not.
I'm not actually serious.
No, keep bullshitting.
done.
Keep it going.
It's done.
No, maybe he'll fall for it eventually.
Maybe. Roll a
persuasion.
deception check.
Deception check on the DM.
That was just as bad. Let's continue.
Oh.
All right. Tordek?
How far away is the devil?
The devil is... Shit, I said it out loud. Now I don't remember. He is 80 feet away? Yeah. From the entrance where you were. If you're at the Manticore, he is 50 feet away.
Would refilling the gun be a bonus action?
It is a full action.
that's what I do then.
Cool.
Because that still puts me at like 15 feet away from Manticore, so. Okay.
Cool,
Yep.
cool. It is the enemy turn. This time, there is no volley of arrows because your rangers fucking killed the shit out of some hobgoblins. The Manticore is going to take a swipe. It's going to do one claw attack at Pippin, one at Vermal. It misses Pippin. It hits Vermal for 6 damage.
Okay.
And it's going to whip its tail at Vermal as well. And that misses.
Good.
Alices heals the Manticore for 5. And uses Harrow on Dareth.
Well, I don't like that.
So roll a wisdom save.
Oh no! Don't ask me to do that.
You might
No,
get
I know.
lucky.
I did that on purpose.
I'm sorry, everyone. I rolled a 2. That is
No!
plus 1 is 3.
Oh, 3. Never mind.
Oh, 3. You passed.
You take 3 damage,
Cool.
and you get -2 to your next roll.
Oh, that could be worse.
Yeah, that could be worse. All right.
I assumed I was about to kill my friends again.
Oh, and
Don't give him ideas.
it's now the Ranger's turn, and they are launching a volley of arrows at the Manticore. And only one of those hits. And the Manticore takes an additional 12 damage from arrows. While you guys are fighting, from the entrance, Jeremiah dramatically strolls in like full battle armor. Obviously, only one arm.
Is his cape billowing as he does so?
His cape billowing.
Why is he scrolling?
His eyes glow with arcane energy.
Fuck yeah.
Let's say, Tordek, you get 1d10 inspiration.
Nice.
Oh, so I just roll a d10.
He's a bard.
No, like,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on a roll.
Oh.
So you are granted 1d10 inspiration. Maribeth is not far behind him.
Where's the doctor?
And she heals Vermal for 6 health.
Hey, I just got hit for 6. That's cool.
I'm just gonna put it out there that I have less health than Vermal right now.
Why are you not healing yourself?
Yeah, you have so many ways to heal yourself.
I only have one
Well,
healing
they just
potion
like
left.
saw Vermal got hit, so like.
Also
I
true.
only have one healing potion left,
You got
and
kittens.
I also only have one spell slot left, so...
It is Dareth's turn.
Dareth is going to keep singeing that guy's robes. Because fuck that guy. Or vest, or whatever he's wearing. Doesn't matter. Singeing it. First one is a 22. Oh,
Cool,
shit.
that hits.
That's with the -2, that'd be 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Is that going to be both my attacks with the -2?
Yep, it sure is.
So the second one's going to be a 16 then.
I'm sorry, I didn't phrase that correctly. You take a -2 to every roll you make until your next turn.
Got it. Okay. So the second one is a 16 then. Second attack.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Wait, is that the Manticore or the Devil?
That's the devil.
That does hit.
Sweet. So does that mean all my damage die each take a -2?
No, just the to hit and any saves, stuff like that.
So that would be 10... 32 force damage. Halved.
So have that for me.
16. And
Cool.
I want to remove his vest.
It does not.
Damn it.
You tried.
I'm going to keep trying. Stay the fuck away from
You're just trying to take out his investments. That's fine.
That one actually does seem to affect him.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Bitch.
Sweet.
I'm talking about my fucking.
So yeah, just for the record, it's all of your attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws.
Got it.
Vermal.
I was gonna say, like, wasn't somebody else supposed to have a turn before Dareth?
Oh,
Like a certain protege?
Declan.
Declan.
Yeah, that is correct. Sorry, I haven't like done NPCs in combat for you guys before.
No, it's
So
okay.
he swings with 2 different swords. This time it is, he still has the fire one out. He sheathes the one that was holy and pulls out one that's already charged with ice.
You should do that.
And he deals 6 damage with the ice. And nice. 9 damage with the fire.
Sweet.
And now Vermal.
I'm gonna try to hack and slash at the face for both of these.
Nice.
Okay, so that's going to be 18 for 9 damage.
That hits.
And that's going to be 23 for 9 damage.
Cool. I'm going to take a quick thing to do some math here.
Just dead silence.
Well, it actually reminded me. I saw a pretty good D&D meme this morning, where it's got Gaston from the original Disney Beauty and the Beast, where he's like examining her book and like doing it sideways, and it says basically that like, what are you talking about? Dragons? There's no dragons. This is all math.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. All right, so I am fully mathed.
Math magician.
Now it is Pippin's turn.
Pippin gets that Manticore.
The Monsanticore.
Yeah.
For an unnatural 20. For 4
That fucking hits.
For 4
Nice.
damage.
Nice. Tordek. What you doing?
I holy water the Manticore.
Nice.
Do I need to roll?
You need to roll to hit, yes.
Do it.
Kick its ass.
I'm gonna use that Bardic Inspiration.
Ah.
Yeah. It's 1d10.
Wait, I get my ranged bonus on that, right?
Yeah, you sure do. And you're proficient in it.
It's like 22.
Yeah, that fucking hits.
So 4 plus
And roll a 2d12 damage.
15. 22.
Nice.
And I consume a healing potion.
Double nice. All right, it is the Manticore's turn. It is going to take a claw swipe at Dareth, not Dareth, Pippin, and a claw swipe at Vermal. Ooh.
I don't like that sound.
It misses Pippin.
Yay! Oh.
Vermal, you are going to take 11 damage. It didn't roll great on damage, but it got a natural 20.
11, huh? Okay.
And it's going to direct its tail attack at Declan.
Declan hasn't even been hit. He can take it. He's
And
dead.
that hits.
It's the principle
And
of
it-
the matter.
Declan takes... Oh, I forgot about that. Declan takes 18 damage from the tail attack. Then Alice's heals the Manticore for 18.
Can I roll a persuasion to make him not do that?
No.
Don't do that.
And
it's
he's
fine.
going to harrow Dareth again.
Oh.
So make a wisdom save.
Alright, come on. One of these times it's got to happen, right? 5.
So you take a -3 until your next turn,
Cool.
and you take 7 damage.
Cool.
No. Not cool.
Opposite of cool.
Hot.
That was hot.
Warm.
Then it is the good guy's turn. Declan's going to attack with his swords. He misses both of those. So he misses. Tordek, you get healed for 4 by Meredith at a range. And Jeremiah is going to give a D10 inspiration to Vermal. Also, on the other side of the, sort of to the left of the courtyard through one of the walls, you notice an accumulation of our purple arcane energy, and then a dimension door appears,
Oh, shit.
and Gullscythe walks out and finger guns you
Fucking what?
and winks.
Does he have
Or
gloves?
he finger guns you with one hand, and he's got a flask in the other hand. That's a big strike.
Oh, fucking Gullscythe.
Sorry I'm late. I stopped for a drink on the way.
God damn it.
Of course it
And Jeremiah turns and he's like, "How did you or that's not his voice. How did you escape, traitor?" And Gullscythe goes, "First of all, I'm not a traitor. Second of all, your jail sucks. And I'm fucking magic." And then he looks at the party and he's like, "You guys trust me, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Uh,
alright.
Jeremiah begrudgingly accepts your trust of Gullscythe. And with that, Gullscythe just kind of dramatically snaps his fingers at Vermal, and your sword starts glowing with holy energy.
Shit,
and,
yes!
Until your next turn, you do 1 dice up damage. So if you were doing a D10, you now do a D12. And it's holy
D12
damage.
that I never use.
And then most dramatically of all, he takes a big swig from his flask and then breathes fire at the Manticore.
Shit, yeah. Good job, Gullscythe.
Nice part.
And he rolls a natural 1.
Oh!
He doesn't have inspiration or anything,
No, he fucking doesn't.
but he's flanking.
He is not flanking.
Yeah, you said that it was the opposite direction.
Yeah, but he is at range.
Fuck.
He's to the left. He's at range. He's
But it. It's,
That was really cool until that last part goes
Well,
by.
we have-
So
Let's see how it
during
goes.
this melee that's going on, he's not really paying that much attention because he's drunk as shit. And Declan ends up taking the full brunt of this fire breath.
God damn it.
So Declan takes an additional 10 damage. And Jeremiah and Declan both look at him and then both look at you guys.
I look at you guys too.
And now it's Dareth's turn.
Dareth is going to keep attacking the vested one.
Also, for flavor, Gulscythe goes, sorry.
I've been there before.
All the time.
Been there, bro.
That is it. Sorry.
Yeah! It must be good, whatever it is.
So that's going to be a natural 20.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's still a natural 20, even though you have
The other one
-3
is
on
going
it.
to be, with the -3, is going to be a 23.
Fuck off.
Yes!
As I rolled a 20 and an 18.
Yeah, give me the damage.
Oh, I didn't roll that well.
And
on
have it,
damage,
obviously.
unfortunately. So that would be...
What's that?
I didn't roll that well on damage, unfortunately.
Oh, gotcha.
So that'd be 5, 10, so that'd be 15. So that would be a total of 30 force damage. Halved is 15.
Cool.
That would have been more exciting if I rolled better. But I rolled a 3 and a 2 on the crit.
Oh, Vermal.
Okay, so remind me here. I used the D10 for that inspiration from Jeremiah, correct? And then I used the D12 for my regular sword attack anyway.
Yep. Like, you use the next step up dice no matter what, and then the inspiration is whenever you choose to use it.
Yeah, you don't have to use the inspiration.
Good.
Yep.
Very good. Good. Let's just do at this particular range, am I in a position to hit the tail?
No, because you attacked the face explicitly last time, and you did not 360 the fuck around a giant creature.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. I'm going to keep attacking its face now.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So that's going to be... I'll go ahead and use that inspiration already.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so how do I add that up? That's going to be a 12.
22. It's 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay, for 7
that
damage.
Hits.
Okay.
Cool.
So 22 for 7 damage, followed by 16 for 5 damage.
Cool. The 16 does not hit. And Pippin. Come on, Pippin.
Gonna tusk that Manticore. Not gonna tusk that Manticore.
Oh, Pippin. Tordek.
Gonna
Tusk that Manticore.
spray holy water on that Manticore. Not gonna spray holy water on that Manticore.
Oh.
I would like to compliment the new microphone, because every time there's a moment of silence, I dead ass am like, oh my god, did I lose connection?
Yeah, that's what I was saying before we started, is that it doesn't pick up the same background noise that the other one was.
No, I'm very pleased with the new microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com//Infinity Break.
For good microphones.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that we can sound great.
So that we can sound better.
Also, and look better, because more lighting would be nice.
Yeah, and more lighting. Yeah, I need my hair to not blend in with these posters.
Yeah, your hair isn't actually that color.
No, my hair is like light brown, man. Like, it's dirty blonde.
I have, like, nothing extra, right?
For the attack to hit?
Yeah.
Your to hit is your dexterity plus proficiency.
No, I know all that stuff.
Yeah, no, but that's it.
Yeah, no, I've only got a 16.
All right, yeah, that doesn't hit. It is the bad guy's turn.
Boo.
And the Manticore is not gonna broke it if it ain't, or not gonna fix it if it ain't broke.
He's not going to break it if it ain't fixed.
I mean,
That sounds like the bad guys. Yeah.
What's Pippin's AC? 13? Yeah, Pippin gets hit. So Pippin gets hit for 11 damage, and Vermal gets hit for 7 damage.
Hey.
And the tail is going for... Actually, instead of a tail attack, the Manticore flaps its wings and takes flight. So it is now in the air.
Yeah, do we get attacks of opportunity for that? Or, Pippin and Vermal and...
Yeah, go for
other
it.
Dude.
And Declan.
Other dude.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah?
Yeah.
Declan misses.
Alright.
Pippin also misses.
So that's a, 22 for 3 damage.
Cool.
3 holy damage.
That might make a difference.
Oh, then that is 6 damage.
Yeah.
There we go.
Radiant.
Oh, wait. So
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, why didn't we
that
double the damage of the
last one?
Oh,
Holy
well, we
water.
should have.
Oh, okay.
Of the which one?
the holy water when I got him?
Because the holy water doesn't do damage unless it's...
Unless it
Oh,
hits.
okay.
Yeah. Like, if you sprayed Vermal with the holy water, it would do 0 damage.
It might do some damage to Vermal.
Please don't spray me.
No.
No,
That's a stereotype.
Well, no, I thought you said you were chaotic. Oh, you're chaotic goodish. That's right.
Good-ish.
I thought you were chaotic
so-
evil for a second.
No, I'm descended from people who were evil.
Yeah.
Would it work on Dareth, though?
Please
Because
don't
he's
spray
like...
me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's not chance
Please
it.
don't.
Let's not chance that. Yeah, so it only does damage because it's holy, so it doesn't get doubled because the damage it does... Like, that d12 is it doing holy damage.
Cool.
Alices is going to heal his little baby.
Gross.
His little babe.
Stop it.
For fucking 20 damage.
God damn.
Shit.
Fuck! Tell those rangers to start pulling their weight.
I actually haven't been rolling for them, so I'm going to do a quick
Yeah.
volley.
Way to
Good
go,
reminder.
Vermal.
Yeah, right? It's just like my exasperation.
Not way to go, Vermal, because one of them rolled a natural 1.
Fucking.
Way to go, this arrow stab.
Way to go. Ow!
The party takes 3 damage.
The
The
whole
entire
party?
party takes
The
3
entire
damage.
party.
But
Yeah.
we're all-
Because I've been applying the damage they do to the other guys in like a arrow volley fashion, like to both of them, and they both take 5 damage.
Start pulling
Rather
your
than
weight.
fucking rolling each individual archer that would take fucking days.
Come on.
Stop helping.
Stop helping. This is where it gets interesting. Alices puts one of his hands up in the air, and a 60-foot radius circle around him. So just the melee range people. So I think Dareth is not affected by this, and that's it. Is anyone else like super far away from the Manticore?
Over the Manticore, not over him.
Yeah.
Okay, I was close to it, but now it's in flight, so I don't know where it is.
No. So like he's just targeting where everyone's grouped. So like if you were fighting the Manticore, you're within this, just barely. If you were not within melee range of the Manticore, you are not within range of this.
I wasn't in melee range.
All right.
But I was
How
like
far away were you?
15 feet.
15 feet. All right.
So this affects me and Pippin.
And definitely.
You, Pippin, and Declan. A swirling black vortex
Shit.
uh,
That's bad.
sort of encloses you in this bubble. Enemies within a 60-foot radius cannot leave. So if you are inside the bubble, you cannot leave the bubble. And let's do... everybody who is inside the bubble make a dexterity check.
Like a saving throw?
Yep.
That's a 6.
Pippin got 15.
Wait, I'm gonna use luck.
Pippin got 15.
Cool.
It's not terribly much better, but a 9 is better than a 6.
Mm-hmm. And Tordek? Oh, no, you're not in there. And, all right. So Declan and Vermal are knocked prone by the rushing black vortex that they are now trapped in.
Shit.
At the same time, you notice around the castle a similar vortex start, like the clouds begin to drop and swirl around the entire castle, sort of like blocking you into the castle. And the vague scent of sulfur begins to permeate the area. Dareth, it's your turn.
I'm okay with sulfur. I mean, and I think it smells good.
Well, we've smelled this before when it was good.
It's just
so
incense.
We'll see what happens.
It's just incense as far as I'm concerned.
Maybe this is good.
I was like, oh, that's nice.
So can I see into this vortex? Can I see the Devil Man?
Yeah, you can see pretty much just fine. Like, it's
Okay.
just a magical vortex. It's not like actual stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start moving in, but not going into the vortex.
Yeah.
Actually, am I? Okay, yeah, I'm not going into the vortex.
Nice.
Did you just determine that with a roll?
It was a wisdom save, yes.
Nice. That's pretty good.
So that would be first one is going to be a 22 minus the 3 is a 19.
That hits.
And the second one does not hit.
Cool.
But that's only going to do 8 force damage because I rolled very poorly.
Cool.
Almost minimum damage.
Gross. Vermal.
Alright. So Manticore's in the air. I can't really hit that unless I throw a dagger at it. How far away is it?
It is about 20 feet in the air. So it's still within the vortex.
So it can't leave either. No, it's only
Presumably.
enemies. Got it.
Presumably.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know how the spell works explicitly. You've never seen anything like this. It's a homebrew spell, so like you've specifically never seen anything like this.
Nice. Do I still have holy on my sword, right?
You do not.
Oh,
it is your
okay.
turn again. It was only one turn, so you're back to a D10, and you are no longer holy.
That's okay. That's okay. Holy is overrated.
Oh shit! Did I do friendly turn? I don't feel like I did friendly turn.
You didn't.
We should do a friendly turn.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Whatever help we can get, you know?
So Declan is prone, so he uses half of his movement to stand up, and then he grabs and charges a dagger. Jeremiah... who's on the ground? Vermal? Vermal, you get Death Ward.
What?
You get Death Ward from Jeremiah.
Oh, nice.
What's the fuck
So
is
basically, if you go to 0 health, you stay at 1 instead.
that? Cool. Let's hope I don't get there.
Let's hope
Yep.
that doesn't come into play.
Yes.
But Jeremiah's like, got you.
Sick.
Maribeth is going to... Who looks the roughest out of Vermal and Tordek?
I am at 7.
Definitely Vermal.
Cool. Vermal, you get... and she's actually going to start, like, moving towards Vermal at this point.
Don't go into the vortex.
Yeah,
Don't get too close.
But Vermal, for now, you get healed for 7.
Okay. Up to 14.
Yep. Gulscythe is
Oh, shit.
going
Yeah,
to... as an apology to Declan, he enchants one of his other daggers. And he is way too skittish about using his fire breath again. So he begins preparing another spell. Now it's Vermal's turn.
What about the Rangers?
Oh, Rangers. Are you sure?
I'm not, but let's try.
The Rangers fully the fuck miss.
Okay.
One of them got 2. So very nearly just like pelted you guys again.
God damn it.
God damn. Fucking...
So just arrows hit the ground. Nothing happens. They're really
Declan,
surprised
you
by
need
the
to train
vortex.
them better.
Alright, now it's Vermal's turn.
Yeah, now it's Vermal's
Sick. First off, since I'm prone, I'm going to stand up. That's a good idea, right? And
Yep, that's half your movement.
yeah, and then I'm going to use a healing potion, which is a grand total of 9.
Nice.
which is pretty okay. I will take it. And, oh, back to my favorite number of 23. Excellent. And how far away is that asshole? Not the Manticore?
The devil
Yeah.
is 50 feet away from you.
Alright. I'm going to try to close that gap.
You can't leave the
Cool.
thing, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's inside of it with us.
No, he's not.
Yep.
He is?
Yeah, it is. It's a 60-foot radius around him.
Mm-hmm.
Around the devil.
Around the devil.
Okay.
Wait,
So that's why you're not in it at 15 feet away from the Manticore, because
Gotcha.
the Manticore is 50 feet away from... So you are 65 feet away from him.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm 65 feet away from
No,
him?
No,
Tordek.
I am.
Oh, okay. Okay, I am inside.
Because you were at the
Yeah.
Manticore. The Manticore is 50 feet, so you are therefore 55 feet away, and
Okay.
that is within 60 feet.
But a 60-foot... Oh, radius, not diameter.
Radius.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Well, that being the case, yeah. So I'm gonna try to close that gap by about 30 feet, if
Cool.
I can, because I would
Yeah.
like that guy to stop healing and doing
Yep.
magic shit.
Take his vest off.
I'm gonna steal his vest if possible.
There's gonna be nothing left.
No, I want that vest at this point. He doesn't deserve
It's
it.
singed now.
Yeah, it's
That's
vaguely
like more
singed.
badass, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I want to take that vest. He doesn't deserve
All right, cool. Anything else, Vermal?
That's it. That's it for the time.
Cool. Pippin.
Well, how far away is he from the devil dude?
50 feet.
So he's gonna charge.
Cool.
The devil, since the Manticore is on up above, so he can't really do anything. If you kill Pippin, I will murder you. This isn't a joke. No, it's a joke. It's a little bit of a joke.
She will fly to
if Pippin dies, I'm not coming back to America.
He got a 13.
He does not hit. Is that with his +2
Plus 2.
for charging?
Oh, no. Then he got a 15.
Cool, he hits.
Oh, sweet. So,
Yeah, charging gives you +2 and then the -2 to AC.
oh, okay. 7. 10 damage. And he's got to
Cool.
make that saving throw.
He fully the fuck makes that saving throw.
Well, it's always worth it. You
Worth a
never
shot.
know.
Yep.
It happened with the golems.
Yeah, that was honestly so fucking cool. Where'd Terra go?
I think she's right there.
Real quick.
Oh, gotcha. I miss you. Tordek, it is your turn.
It's not so much that I want to go into the bubble, but that I think that I might have to go into the bubble. So I'm going to move slightly into the bubble, I guess, because I gotta go
Cool.
move forward. So I'm going to go my speed of 25, and I use my bonus action to change my hunter's mark to the devil, and then I just throw my reciprocal at him.
Cool.
That was actually really good. 24.
That hits.
25 for 13 damage.
That hits. 13 damage is... 1 second, I'm doing math. Cool. He is looking pretty rough.
How is this vest looking?
Doesn't matter. I call dibs.
Yeah, I mean, you're the only person that's targeting the vest. Like, his face is, like, cut from an axe. There's some singe marks on the vest. He's, like, missing one sleeve of his undershirt.
Hopefully he's missing both sleeves of his vest.
Yeah. I said undershirt.
I know.
No, the
cool.
vest has one sleeve.
Ah!
Gained a sleeve.
It's a terrible vest. It is the enemy's turn. The Manticore is going to target Tordek,
I don't like when it's their turn.
Vermal, and Declan.
Yeah.
With
We're all in different directions.
It's true.
uh,
We're all right next to it. No, we're not.
no, I mean you gotta let me finish.
No,
No,
I was,
go,
I was
go.
responding to Dareth.
We're not
It's-
going to let
oh,
you
yeah.
finish, Johnny.
It like lowers its tail underneath it and launches out like globs of acid at each of you.
Asshole.
It misses Declan. It misses Tordek. It hits Vermal for 8 damage? No. Yeah, 8 damage.
Okay. And
Um,
I got hit with a glob of acid. Does that have any
Yeah.
additional effects to it?
Nope. Just hits you for 8, and then, like, it's not a ton of acid, so it just sort
Cool.
of dissipates after the 8 damage is
No,
done.
that's a good thing.
Everybody within the vortex make a charisma saving throw.
I'm good at those, but I'm not there.
Declan got an 11.
Nice. I'm going to use my last bit of luck to re-roll that fucker because that was bad.
I'm going to roll in spirit.
That was slightly better, I guess. And plus charisma. That's it? I just add charisma to my roll, right?
Yep.
Okay, then that's a 9.
So 9, 11, and Tordek, what did you get?
Well, Pippin got a nat
Mhm.
20.
Cool.
Which is lucky, because he has negative charisma.
He's so charismatic.
Nice.
What? How does he have negative charisma? He's amazing. He's the
And
best.
Tordek, for
And
you?
Tordek only got a 12.
All right, so the lowest roll was made by Vermal. And you are going to take... by the way, before I say this damage out loud, does anyone choose to fail this roll?
I
Does
don't.
What?
anyone choose to...
I'm giving you the option because in the future it might be strategic, but Vermal take 12 damage.
Oh, so if someone was going to try to take the damage instead of...
I mean, that really wouldn't have necessary.
If we had a tank, but we don't have a
Yeah,
tank.
we
at
don't
the
have a
moment.
tank.
The tank would be like, oh, I'll take the damage.
I'll
Yeah.
jump in front
You
of
can't.
that.
You just for the record, you can fail that roll on purpose, but whoever gets the lowest roll takes damage.
I am down to 3. So Jeremiah's assistance does not come into play yet.
Cool. That brings us to. Oh wait, no, he gets to heal the thing, as well.
Fucker.
No.
And he heals it for 16. Good guy's turn. Declan launches his fucking daggers.
Do it.
Multiple? Hell yes.
Yeah, he has one that he charged with holy energy, and he has one that
Goal save.
Gulscythe charged with holy energy.
Shit.
And
yeah.
I'm glad that I said that out loud because that reminded me to use a better hit damage dice. He hits with both for a grand total of 22 plus 5 plus 5 is 32 damage to the Manticore in the air. Like a bouse.
This would be the same Manticore that got healed for almost 19 a couple of turns ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Good. So that's just Declan. Jeremiah gives 1d10 inspiration to Dareth.
Aha!
Sick.
Maribeth is now since she moved closer, is moving into the vortex to heal Vermal for 11.
I'll take it.
Gallscythe. Oh yeah, I forgot I gave Gallscythe some of the. Gallscythe is so much fun. Gallscythe enchants Vermal's sword, and with his other action, he uses telekinesis. And let's see if it's successful. Yeah, it is. He uses telekinesis and pulls the Manticore down to the ground. So the Manticore is now... What's that?
He's a drunken Jedi.
Is he a Jedi?
I think he is.
Yeah, he's great. I gave each of them like a set of like 3 or 4 things they could do, and that's his like extra cool thing.
Nice.
So call it a legendary action if you want to. The vortex outside of the castle seems to have solidified into this cloud of like brimstone and ash, and through the gate of the castle, and we're not using miniatures today, but Vermal, I just want to show you that we made a fucking miniature to fuck with you.
Oh, closer.
Up towards the center.
Closer
no,
to the...
up.
Oh, closer. There you go.
What the fuck is that? But it's got 2 swords and I don't like it.
Do you want me to show the picture?
Yeah, if you would show the picture. Vermal, you immediately recognize your father.
Fucking hell.
Who casually strides in past all of you into the vortex towards the Manticore. And he slices into that motherfucker.
He attacks the Manticore?
Yep. He deals 7 damage with his first strike, and math. 14 damage plus 7 damage is 21 damage to the Manticore.
Damn. Who the fuck is that guy?
And it's Darrett's turn.
No, seriously, who the fuck is that guy? Kind of distractedly, looking back towards that guy, I'm going to keep shooting the Devil Man. 23 minus 3 is 20.
He did not harrow you again. You do not have to minus
shit.
3.
Cool, that's just a 23 then.
Cool, that's super hits.
The other one is an 11, but I am inspired. And I'm going to use my D10. He inspired me, right?
Yes.
That happened?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn. So that is going to be... That's going to be a 14 then.
That does not hit.
Damn.
He did not inspire you very much.
Enough.
He did not inspire you well.
Regardless, I rolled damage well on that first attack. So that's going to be 18 force damage.
Cool. And that's to the devil?
Yeah.
So half is 9. Cool. Vermal.
Oh, but really, who is that? He on our team?
Vermal is not even addressing that because Vermal
Anybody?
I am still in the middle of a determined action that I am trying to do here. And so I'm going to close the remainder of the gap between me and the devil guy, and I'm going to use both of my swings to try to decapitate him.
Cool.
Okay, that was an 11.
That does not hit.
Ah, shit. And that one was even worse.
So he really badassly, like, you swing at him and he just holds up like 2 fingers and blocks your sword.
Fuck.
You're
Like,
attacking your dad,
staring
right?
you down.
What's that?
You were attacking your dad, right?
No, I was attacking the devil guy that I was already
The
running
devil guy.
towards. And I also have
Yep.
no idea what Gallscythe put on my sword, by the way.
It's a holy thing.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't hit,
But
so...
it didn't matter, so...
Nope. It does not increase your chance to hit. Pippin.
Pippin is going to tusk the devil. Pippin is not going to tusk the devil.
Tordek.
Tordek is going to move forward 25 feet. I am now within range of the devil, and I am going to spray or use the holy water gun on the devil.
Nice.
It's my last shot though, so it's half. I got it. Cool.
Cool.
Do it.
21
Hits.
for 8 for 11 for 16 damage.
That's a D12, 1d12 plus your stuff halved.
Oh,
Or I'm sorry, it's
Is
just
it-
1d12 because normally it's 2d12. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yep. Cool. 11 you said?
No, I said 16.
16. Cool.
That is radiant damage, right?
Like
Yeah,
you hear
that-
this like
that is radiant damage, yeah.
fucking ethereal scream as he starts fucking like melting. He is still alive, but he does not look good. Cool. Bad guy's turn. The Manticore attacks Baltheme, or the Foul Wind. It fucking misses like crazy. Uses its tail attack, which hits for holy shit. 26 damage. The big bad guy heals himself
Man,
for 20.
Fuck.
20. This guy's got to be out of spell slots.
He has not used like he's not using spell slots. So that would be that math. That's them. Oh, everybody make a charisma save that is within the thing.
7.
He rolled the lowest, or I mean, I don't know what you guys rolled. I don't know why I asked you to roll, but Baltheme actually fails the roll on purpose and just takes the damage.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Is that your
Hmm?
Yes.
No.
You don't know that.
No, okay. Or whatever.
14 damage to that guy. Then it is the good guy's turn. Declan is going to attack the thing. He misses. Jeremiah is going to give inspiration to Tordek.
Okay.
No. Yes. And Maribeth is going to heal. Vermal ran away. So Tordek, do you look pretty rough?
I ran away?
I would say
You are at the devil.
that Pippin
Oh,
looks rougher than Tordek does.
All right. She's going to heal Pipsters for 7.
Cool.
And Gallscythe is going to enchant. Vermal Sword is already enchanted because it didn't hit. Oh wait, no, that's just a turn thing. He enchants Vermal Sword again. And then Baltheme attacks the Manticore.
Drops his sword.
And drops his sword. For 27.
Damn. This guy's beefy.
That's his first attack. With his second attack, he does 18. And I missed his dramatic entrance a bit, so I'm gonna do it now. You hear in a deep, it's the voice sounds like it's coming from the circle of ash and brimstone around the castle. Like it sounds like it's coming from all around outside, not from the armor. The rabbit shrieks, dying in the green meadows. The mountains clench their great hands full of hidden fire. There are sharks in the sea, and there is cruelty in men's eyes. I am the shriek. I am the fire. I am the cruelty. I am the foul wind. And Derek.
Yeah.
And Derek.
Sounds like him.
No, but really, who is he? Somebody. I'm gonna keep attacking the devil guy.
Yep.
Oh, lost a die. That's okay. Doesn't matter. So first one's gonna be a 12.
That does not hit.
Second one is 27.
That super fucking
And
hits.
that is for almost max damage. That's gonna be 19 force damage.
Nice. And that's halved. Vermal.
Okay, so
Nobody's responding to me.
I have been my sword was recharged, and I would like to note that when it was charged last time, since I didn't know what it was, I used a D10.
Oh yeah, no, you should definitely be using a D12.
Okay, I just need to
And
know.
then fucking double that shit because it's holy and he's a devil.
Okay, this is good. This is good. Also, I would like to decapitate him again, only correctly this time.
Yeah. I would like that too.
Fucking hell. That didn't hit. Okay. Well. That didn't fucking hit either.
God damn it. I really want you to be the one that
I want to decapitate this fuck. And steal his vest.
And steal his vest.
Pippin is gonna tusk it.
Wait a second. Pippin's attacking him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vermal, just for the sake of coolness, if you and Pippin are both attacking this guy, advantage, because flanking.
So am I going to do advantage on both of those rolls?
Yeah.
Because I remember what the damage was too, but I'll have to re-roll it if you want something more official.
No, just roll the d20 twice more.
Okay, so that was a 19, and my first...
Cool, that hits.
Okay, and my first roll was a 10, so that would be
20.
12 damage.
22.
So that would be 24.
Okay, yeah, right.
Right? Okay.
Well, because it doesn't double your
Yeah,
strength
that's what I
modifier.
thought. So it is...
No, okay, so it would be 22.
So 22.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
And then that would be a 15.
Those both hit.
Okay.
You
And the damage...
sideswipe and manage to cut his fucking head off. So you you hear that there's this otherworldly shriek that very quickly gets cut off as your sword makes it the rest of the way through.
Finally.
And then in the air you spear his head. So you've caught his head in the air and his body just slumps over. The vortex of dark energy dissipates. So you guys can actually leave that now.
And I have a cool vest.
You can loot him later, hopefully.
Now, is it a cool vest though?
Pretty burnt at the moment.
I mean,
it's a pretty cool vest.
I still
It's
want
got
it.
the metalworked eye of the devil
Hey,
on it.
Pippin didn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
No, I know.
So what's
So
the
Pippin just provided the means of advantage. So Pippin is still free to do his shit. And he is 45 feet away from the Manticore.
Okay, so he charges the Manticore.
Cool.
Not like charge, but he just like runs toward it. Wait.
Cool.
How many
Excellent.
feet?
It's 45 feet away.
Okay, so he does charge. Sorry.
Yeah, take the +2 to hit, man.
16?
Does not hit the Manticore.
Never mind then.
No, wump wump. It is the Manticore's turn. He is...
No, it's not. It's Tordek's turn.
Oh, it's Tordek's turn. Yeah, sorry. Tordek.
There's a lot of characters in play right now.
Yeah, it's a little confusing for me, and I have to pee.
Yeah, and, what was I doing?
Tordek's turn.
Right. Tordek's turn. Tordek is going to refill the thing and just move 25 feet toward the Manticore.
Cool.
Bad guys.
Now it's the bad guys. I don't need to move that. Nothing needs
Down
to
to
move.
the last vial of holy
You
water.
just skip the bad guys.
Yeah.
No, weirdly, I'm not going to do that. It's going to do all of its attacks on Baltheme. That misses. And those both miss. Awful. And that's his turn. And then Declan gets an attack. That misses.
Whole bunch of failure going on right here.
Yeah. Jeremiah notices the shift in the battle and summons a spiritual weapon. And that fucking hits for 7 damage. And then...
Gold size?
Pippin gets healed for 8. Gulscythe is going to try his fire again.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
And that is... Nice. That hits the Manticore for 12 damage. Or, I'm sorry, 16 damage. And then Baltheme... misses his first attack.
Lord.
And misses his second attack.
It runs in the family.
Everyone's just
Yeah, for real. Hold on one second. I've got to go to the bathroom. I will die. I will be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the ending thing open so that we are ready when it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
It looks like we're just about wrapping this up.
Yep.
We're gonna have to figure out who the new guy is. Probably next
the new
episode. I'm guessing.
Yes, it better be.
I also appreciate greatly that that you were concerned. Well, who the fuck's this guy?
Yeah, no one's responding.
Who's this guy? Yeah, and you're not gonna get a response. Just be okay with that.
No, I'm not okay with that.
And you're
This guy
gonna
just
have to be.
Shows up.
You're gonna have to be. I have unresolved issues with this fuck. What's going on in chat?
Just Glenn.
Oh, Glenn, we love you. I've never met Glenn, but everything I've heard about Glenn sounds very Glenn-worthy.
I've never actually met him, but I was a bard with him.
Ah.
Someone's invested in this fight.
All right. Now that I can think again,
Yay!
there are some rangers on a wall that get to do some attacks.
Here's hoping they actually do it right.
They do, and they hit the Manticore for 12 damage. And if I'm doing my math correctly, yeah, cool. Dareth.
I move my hex to the Manticore, and then I shoot it. That is a 16
That does not hit.
and a natural 20.
That fucking hits.
That would be for 19 force damage.
The first ray just kind of goes off and hits the castle wall. The second ray hits the Manticore directly in its human face, which melts off, and there's no head left on the Manticore. So it like writhes wildly for a bit, and then like falls over dead.
Yay!
Shit, yeah.
And I bow.
Jeremiah quickly comes over and conjures fire onto the Manticore so that the body is burning.
Immolate.
Lets you take the vest off the devil and then sets the devil on fire as well, just to make sure. Baltheme just walks the fuck out.
Wait,
Fucker, no. I'm totally gonna, like, sword in his path and be like, where the fuck did you come from? I want a response on that one.
I was told to come here.
By who?
You know who.
Fine.
The same ones that pull your strings.
Oh. There you go, then.
Is that all, then?
Very well. Bye.
And he strolls. And as soon as, like, he hits the, like, solid wall of, like, ash and brimstone, he sort of, like, disappears into it. And then the, like, brimstone fades and he's just gone.
All right. So, yeah, let's go over to Jeremiah and have a small meeting. How's that sound?
Do we want to stop and do this next week, though?
Johnny.
There's like, I have like a tiny thing with Jeremiah, and then I was gonna cut it off there after Jeremiah talks to you anyways, because
Yeah.
I don't want to do the like celebratory portion of this without the doctor.
No, of course not.
So yeah, Jeremiah's just standing in front of the Manticore watching it burn. Maribeth doesn't really say anything and just like heads back towards the town to tend to the wounded. Declan says that, like, something along the lines of like, I'm gonna go, kill the rest of the bugbears in town. And Jeremiah's just standing there watching the flame. And you hear him mutter to himself, "Looks like I never really needed that tunnel after all."
It's good to have options, though.
Yeah, you have it now.
He laughs at that.
It's good to have options.
So, I mean, what now?
In books, there's always someone standing by, ready to say, "The world's in danger, evil's on the rise. But if you're quick, and you take this ring, and you put it in that volcano, everything will be fine." But in real life, that person never shows up. They're never there. They're busy handing out advice in the next universe over. In our world, no one ever knows what to do, and everyone's just as clueless and full of folly as everyone else. And you have to figure it all out by yourself. And even after you've figured it out and done it, and you see him like staring wistfully at the burning remains of the Manticore, you never really know if you're right or wrong. You never know if you put the right ring in the right volcano, or if things might have gone differently if you just hadn't. And you can see him massaging the nub of his missing arm. They will need a leader. They will need hope. They need someone to sit, and he motions towards like the king's throne room, in that big silly chair, like it isn't ridiculous and absurd. Someone to say things with conviction, and someone to convince them to hope. But you have a suggestion.
I'm looking at him.
I think you're the man for the job.
You're the one.
It's
You're the one that doesn't want the seat of power. And you've done a good job of leading the rebellion anyway. I think it's pretty obvious that the one person who doesn't desire the power is the one that should be having it. You should probably go take your chair.
It's hard to lead the cavalry in a charge when you think you look funny on a horse. Perhaps those who are like, you stole his line actually.
Oh, I did. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, no, like literally his line is perhaps those who are best suited to power are those who don't seek it out. Well, I agree with you there, but I've had my time. It's time to lend what influence I have to another.
Well, it won't be one of us.
Clearly.
No.
I'm not.
No.
I've got other shit to do.
No.
Truth be told, I would have liked for it to have been Fourhorn.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the others?
Just don't have
I was
people
gonna say,
say.
damn it, Johnny,
Or-
got welling up on that one. I wish it would have been Fourhorn too.
You don't need a king. You have a council.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why don't you just expand on the council?
He looks really surprised that Dareth made such a good one.
Now about this ring. You have a ring that we're supposed to take to a volcano? Is that what I'm getting?
Shit.
He slaps Dareth on the back. He's like, that's the Dareth I know.
There we go.
I thought I lost you for a second.
He's like, Darren's like very confused. Like, is there a ring? Like, I don't.
No, you can't have my rings.
There is much to see too, but I think we will be having a feast tonight, and I hope that you will at least stay in town long enough to join us for that.
We'd be honored. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like looking around, right?
I'll eat some food.
So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there for today.
Sick.
Let me bring up Ben's document of add stuff and see the ending stuff.
I can do it if you want.
Yeah, please. Because I don't see the ending shit.
Hey, this has been Speak of the Devil, an Infinity Break production produced by Ben Hamlin and Johnny Rinaldo. Written and hosted by the same said Johnny Rinaldo with players Terra Bosart, Christina Gray, me, Andrew Eakle, and a missing Ben Hamlin.
Aw, Ben.
Get
well soon,
he
Ben.
Would be over there next to me. Our logo was done by Stacy LeFevre. And you can find her work on Facebook at Staceart. That's STACEART. Most of the other show art was done by the wonderful Terra Bosart, and these figures were hand painted by blank name.
Yeah, I told you.
I'll get his name for y'all because this is ridiculous.
You can check out his other work on his Instagram, which is at Comrade Duck. And if you live in the Portland area and have a D&D game in the works, he also does commissions. As I've already said, this show is a product of InfinityBreak.net, where we are telling stories our own way. Podcasts, webcomics, live streams, videos, and more, all available at InfinityBreak.net. If you like what you're hearing, please take the time to follow this channel and be here next week for the continuation of this story. You can stay tuned to this channel this week because on Friday, I Think That's Old, Roll With It Live already returned.
Yep.
But it is Friday at 6 p.m.
Also, Roll With It is awesome if you haven't already watched it.
It's fun.
I love that show.
You can follow us on social media at InfinityBreak23 on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for updates on all your favorite shows and extra behind-the-scenes info about what we're doing here at IB. We have a Facebook group where we discuss all sorts of nerdery topics, so if you're into tabletop and comics, that's the place to be. Join the Infinity Loop today. Right now we're doing I'm going to ignore that. And hey, real quick, for everyone with online presences, where can people find you?
Well, on Twitter, I am at CyberSatyr, and I'm going to try to pull up my art website this time. If you wish to go next.
On Twitter, I have changed my handle. I am now Frostbay42 because that is an inside joke.
That is correct. That is an
so
excellent
good.
name.
You can find me at AnderEpidemic on Twitter.
And I am at...
Go ahead.
I am at Johnny Rinaldo.
And Terra is?
Website.
Oh, well, yeah, so the website, you can find all of my artwork at https://terrafim.wixsite.com /5th Aeon.
Can you just Google 5th Aeon to find that?
You can actually just Google 5th Aeon Wix. It should pull it up.
Okay.
And finally, if you like what we're doing here, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/infinitybreak where you can start a monthly donation for us as little as $1. You get access to all sorts of behind-the-scenes nonsense from us, including extra analysis from Of Horses and Men and blooper reels from Cursed Seas. You can also find our merchandise at our shop link on our website. Who's next to end this nightmare?
Who's going to end this?
It's actually Andrew's turn, because last time we actually, like, the edited version of it ends with Christina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I got really annoyed.
Yep.
All right, let's why don't we end this fucking nightmare?
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
Okay.
All right, lovelies.
Nightmare over.
That was
Do
good.
we need